Sum it
I
up.
didn't
Sum it up. Sum it up.
I didn't get what he was saying. And he said, "You're rich, you have children, you have a wife, you have a life, you have a normal life. I am fucked. My life will never be right." I said, "What do you mean, Robert? Explain to me." He said, "I'm gay, Larry. I like men. I can't have babies. So please tell me, sir, how is gay being right?"
Yeah, Larry. A, tell him to look into IVF and
Yeah, go ahead,
surrogacy.
Dean. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
okay,
Dean.
yeah, got you. So A,
Put
tell him
up
to look.
your
Yeah,
put
no,
up
Larry,
your
Larry, Larry, chill. I'm
put up
answering
your
your
site
question.
some more.
Chill, Larry. I'm answering your question. A, tell
How,
him to
how
look
do
at
I know all those
Larry,
sites weren't gay
bro.
people?
Yeah, so A, tell him to look into IVF, surrogacy, or adoption, and B, if he was infertile, he would be in the exact same shoes. Yet you said infertility is not immoral. You're sitting over here telling us how your brother's crying because he can't have children, but see, the thing is that would be the same if he was infertile. And you said that infertility is not wrong. But on a real note, he can have children, IVF or surrogacy. Your brother can have biological children of his own, right? So look into it. So stop crying about this fact that apparently you think that being gay is wrong because your brother is sad that he can't have kids, because for the reasons I mentioned, he can, and they'd also be in the same shoes if he was infertile, and you didn't call that wrong. Thank you for the hanging lights. I really appreciate you, Taco. Erica, thank you so much for that galaxy. Thank you so much. And then also, how about we talk about like all the like Larry, you gotta unmute. You gotta unmute. And like also we could just talk about like all the tears experienced by other gay people, not because they can't have kids, but because of the prejudice that you hold and that has been held by others throughout history. Do you think people like gay
Okay,
people
he's
in
not
Saudi
happy.
Arabia cry when they wake outside and they get fucking like literally unalived for their sexual orientation? Do you want to talk about like the public like unalivings of gay people in the Middle East? I mean, I bet these make people cry too, right? So that probably means that that's wrong, right? Well, guess what? That's a result of the prejudice that you hold in a systematic format. Tacos, thank you so much for the shooting stars. Thank you so much.
He's
But yeah,
also
no, just to like wrap back to your point. Your brother can have
uh
kids, and if he was infertile, he'd be in the same shoes. Yet you didn't say that infertility was wrong.
what are you saying that IBMS thing? I don't even know what that means.
In virtual fertilization or surrogacy. So he could like literally have a sperm like and like inserted into an egg and then like inserted into the womb of a surrogate
Oh,
mother. A random, thank you so much for that little crown.
so like he's totally not happy in life either because
Bro,
of
yeah,
his
I know
gay.
straight people that aren't happy in life, and there's
I
definitely
agree.
infertile people that are going to be unhappy in life.
I
Stop
agree.
saying that being gay is wrong because you have a sad brother when there could be many other sad brothers that are in the
What about
exact same
AIDS, sir?
shoes in other
What about
positions.
AIDS?
Yeah, what about
What about
gonorrhea?
AIDS?
What about chlamydia? What about crabs? What about other STIs or STDs that are experienced at higher rates within within heterosexual intercourse? Not to mention that as of this year, for the first time in 20 years, there's higher rates of AIDS within heterosexual intercourse. So yeah, what about it? If you were gonna say that there's more AIDS in like homosexual intercourse and that's what makes it wrong, well, fucking status quo flipped. Like this is the statistics now say it's more like a prevalent within heterosexual relations. So now are heterosexual relationships wrong, Harry?
Because so many gay men are going out with women to make their life feel better so they can feel normal.
Nope, completely off base. It's because STIs and STDs and other sexually transmitted diseases are unfortunately like really normal and natural and occur all the time, independent of its homosexual intercourse or heterosexual intercourse. I agree with you that it'd be good to see like less of these things, but we do see these things, but we observe it in all intercourse, not just gay intercourse.
Well, there's no debating with you. There's no winning. You already won because, you know,
Yeah,
if you would have
I
put
did already
one,
win.
that's your opinion. That's your right, and I give you that. I have nothing against you for that. But there's no one on here that would come on here and argue with your debate and win because
Because
there's
I am an intellectual machine. I'm Dean fucking Withers, Larry Miller.
right. There's no way that nobody can beat you. It's a video game on level 100. It's unbeatable. You're on level 100.
Well, I appreciate those handouts. I appreciate you coming up here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. Thank you for joining me, Larry. Thank you for joining me, Larry. All right, y'all, we're going to go and move on to the next guest here. If we are enjoying the debates, make sure we're tippity tapping away in that phone screen. What are we at? 268,000 likes. We're like 32,000 likes away from 300K, guys. Make sure we're tapping away. Make sure we're tapping away here. Also, hit the follow button. If this button's red, hit that shit. Why? Because we are so close to 100K. We are 2,000 followers away from 100K. If half the people watching just hit that shit, we'd be there. I know that's not going to happen, but I'm probably going to stay live until we do. But yeah, let's go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Make sure we're hopping in those requests if we do think it is going to be wrong or moral to be gay, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to our next guest. Let's talk to Trevor here. Let's go ahead and talk to Trevor. Trevor's loading in chat, but seriously, make sure we're tapping away here. What's up, Trevor? Do you think it's like wrong or like immoral to be gay?
Yo, hey.
V,
so
thank you so much.
I totally did not mean to request, so I'm going to back out.
Yeah, you're all good, man. You're all good. Have a good one, Trevor. V, thank you so much for that gift. I really appreciate you. Let's go ahead and talk to Edward. Edward's loading in here, guys. Edward is loading in here. What's up, Edward? Do you think it's like wrong or like immoral to be gay?
No.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition. But I do appreciate you coming up here, man. I'm only talking opposition tonight. Make sure if we're in those requests that we do think it is wrong to be gay. We're just talking opposition, just looking for some debates. That's the purpose of the live. But I do appreciate everyone coming up here that does agree. What's up, Cole? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Gay.
Okay, well, that was interesting. Usually people come up here and insult. He just wanted to say gay in a silly, with a silly little tone of voice. All right, moving on here, moving on. What's up, Speed? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Yeah, pretty weird, wrong.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, cause like I don't know, people are confused nowadays about being gay and shit, you know?
What?
Hello, do you hear me?
Yeah. You sound
So
quite
yeah,
confused
people
right
get
now.
confused, like I don't know, they don't even know what they are anymore, and then they're gay or whatever.
No, they know that they're gay, right?
Yeah, well, cause yeah, they know that they're gay, but they're like, yeah, whatever. They turn to be gay or they turn to be lesbian or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't turn to be gay or lesbian. Being gay is something that you were born as, and it is not a choice.
well, yeah, there's different opinions.
Yeah, so what's your opinion? Do you think it's a choice to be gay? V, appreciate that crown.
I don't know. I ain't gay, so I don't know
Yeah, do you
how
think
it's
it's a choice
feeling.
to be gay, Speed?
No, I don't think it's a choice,
Okay,
but
so then therefore
it's
people
like
don't turn gay.
but now with the society is like getting pretty, let's say, pushed.
Oh, no,
Or
society
people.
is getting pushed to be accepting of gay people. Why? Because being gay isn't wrong. And like the only reason that you think like society like starting to push this narrative that being gay isn't wrong is because you think it is wrong. Because you're homophobic, because you hold this irrational, ignorant, unsubstantiated prejudice against them, right? But like now, what's the reason? Why is same-sex attraction immoral?
Because it's pretty disgusting. And you
Oh
know,
wow,
like
wait.
the thing
V,
is,
appreciate that confetti. Oh wow,
no,
so
no, no.
like you're interpersonally like disgusted by that. So, you know, like what am I disgusted by? I'm pretty disgusted by surgery. Like the blood, guts, the gore, all of that stuff. Like, oh man, I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Is surgery immoral because I think it's disgusting? Obviously not. So just because you have this interpersonal notion of disgust against like homosexual intercourse or like same-sex attraction, it doesn't make it wrong.
No, but like, you know, just think, how's everybody alive? Because a male and a female,
Yep.
like
Heterosexual
combined,
intercourse.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I
So,
do. How does
well,
this make being gay wrong?
like how is like how should the world like there's like loads of people everybody knows, but um how should the world like be in like years, you know, if people turn gay and stuff, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Let's just assume that everyone's gay. What happens to the world?
Well,
Ah! This is what would happen to the world. Ah, we're all dying. Ah, humanity can't continue.
well, it's anyways
Ah,
happening
no more
already with
humans,
any
right?
with
So, do you think
all
that
the other
infertility
stuff.
is immoral?
What?
Do you think that infertility is immoral?
What does infertility mean?
Yeah, it means when someone is born lacking the necessary like means to like, you know, reproduce.
Nah.
Yeah, so what would happen if everyone on the earth was infertile?
I don't even know, like, man. It's like,
Ah, we're all dying. Oh, we're all infertile. Oh, we can't continue the species. So you just said that being gay is wrong because like if like people that are gay can't have kids, and if everyone was gay, then like humanity would be over. But then I asked you
No,
for
but
your
just
thoughts on
think how it should be
infertility.
naturally. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, well the definition of like naturally is going to be existent in or caused by nature, and homosexuality is existent in nature because we observe it in over 3,000 animal species, and it's caused by nature because we've been able to denote the specificalities of our anatomy and our genome that cause like
So you're a gay
same-sex
rights
arousal.
activist, right?
I mean, shit. Yeah. I am. I'd say I'm like an activist against those who think that being gay is wrong. I think that people who think that being gay is wrong are like completely irrational, right? And like I think that this is quite prevalent even within yourself. Yeah, I mean, you think that being gay is wrong because they can't have kids. Like if everyone was gay, everyone would be dead. But yet you then said like infertility is not wrong. Well, can infertile people have kids? Yes or no?
What?
Can infertile
Um,
people have kids?
no.
Yeah. What would happen if everyone on the earth was infertile?
Well, after some years,
Yeah, everyone would be dead. So this shows a logical contradiction within your position.
nah.
Yeah, sure it
You
does.
should like maybe watch the interview from Julian Ozima.
Wait, no, how does this not show a logical contradiction in your stance? You just said that it's wrong to be gay because they can't have kids, yet it's not wrong to be infertile, regardless of the fact that they can't have kids.
What? Sorry, what?
Speed, you said it's wrong to be gay because they can't have kids, and then you said it is not wrong to be infertile,
It is wrong.
regardless
It
of the
is wrong.
fact.
Sorry, it is.
Oh wow, so you think that every single woman over the age of like 55 is going to hell? You think that this uncontrollable natural
No.
occurrence of like a condition of the human
So,
experience, like
so now you're
infertility,
going
that
like to
11% of
religion
women.
kind of things.
No, speed. Like are you like people can't control the fact that they're infertile. People don't choose to be infertile, and it occurs naturally within nature, and it occurs to every single woman once she goes through
But it
menopause.
doesn't.
And how is this
It
going to be
does.
immoral? How is this going to be immoral?
It isn't immoral. Who cares about infertile? We're talking about
Yeah, so
gays,
yeah, so
not about.
being infertile is immoral, right? So thank you. This is the contradiction. You said being gay is immoral because gay people can't have kids, but being infertile isn't immoral. Regardless if you're infertile, you can't have
Well, you
kids.
could have had
It's a
kids,
contradiction.
and like who am I talking to? Against the wall or?
Dean fucking Withers, that's who you're talking to.
Whoa, Dean fucking Withers. Whoa. Like, what is your mission? You're chilling here on TikTok and trying to like.
My
What is your
mission is
mission?
just to
Just
like
tell me.
to show you how like irrational and ignorant you are. I mean, you're
I'm not
speechless.
ignorant.
Instead of like engaging with a contradiction that's in your
No,
position,
no,
I
no, no,
appreciate
no,
those
no.
confettis.
Where are you?
You're just sitting here
Where are
like
you?
asking me for my mission. So like, do you
Now my
actually
question is,
have
where are
like
you right
do you
now?
actually have like
Which
any
country?
type of like response to like my problem with your stance? You're like being gay is wrong because they can't have kids, yet being infertile is not wrong regardless if you're infertile. You can't have kids. A gay man
Where are you
can't
right
have
now? What
kids, an
time?
infertile man
What's their
can't have
time?
kids. How are you going to
You
deal
don't
with the
even
contradiction?
listen to me. I'm
Yeah,
asking you
no, bro.
questions.
Right? And I'm asking you a question. We're gonna stay on topic. Dude, stop asking me like who you're arguing with or where I'm from and engage in the conversation. I'm gonna give you one last chance before I move on, because this is crazy. Engage with the debate. Come on.
Let's just move on. I'm good. I'm good. See ya. So boring, man.
Man, yeah, I guess we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest here. Dude, someone actually just said that like speed won in the comments. That's crazy, man. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest, guys. Make sure if we're enjoying the debates that we're tippity tapping away in that phone screen. Also, I did see a gay man in the comments. They commented, "I'm a gay man and I can have kids." Yes, gay people can have kids by IVF or surrogacy. I give them that handicap because I could still win like without like mentioning that, which is super fun. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest here, y'all. I appreciate everyone so much for being here. If you're enjoying the debates, make sure you hit that follow button. We're 1.9 thousand followers from 100K, guys. We're going to go and get our next guest up here. 99 plus requests. That is absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead and get Home Garden up here. The guest requests are full. Monica, I really appreciate those pumpkin spice lattes. Thank you. What's up, man? Do you think it's like wrong, or in other words, immoral to be gay?
No, I don't. I don't think it's wrong. I'm definitely not gay myself.
Thank you for that. I had a mustache, Monica. Unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition, man. I'm sorry for booting you, but we're just trying to stay on track with the debates. But I do appreciate you coming up here. Also, guys, we're so close to 500K likes. Tap, 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 tap. What's up, Jaden? Do you think it's wrong, or in other words, immoral to be gay?
Yes, absolutely.
Why?
Because you keep stating that being infertile is the same as being gay, but the only difference is you do not have a choice to be infertile. And yes, you don't have a choice to be gay, but you can still like produce semen to impregnate a woman and continue to populate people. So
Right. So then you don't think that being gay is going to be wrong because they can't have kids because they actually can have kids. You understand that that's like an argument used against individuals who think that gay individuals can't have kids. But if you're willing to accept that gay individuals actually can have kids, well, then this isn't going to be a reason that being gay is wrong, right?
well, being gay is wrong because you're sleeping with another man when you should be sleeping with a woman
Yeah. So why is sleeping with another man wrong?
because you're cutting off bloodline. You're like not increasing the population. If everyone was
Wow.
gay, then we just wouldn't have a world to live in. Like
Right. So let's talk
infertility
about
is
like
different.
sleeping with another woman, right? So like when I was talking about like gay men being able to have kids, this was like via means of like IVF or surrogacy, not sleeping with a woman. Now, why can't they sleep with women? Well, Jaden, let's look at it this way. Could you choose to be sexually aroused by me right now?
No.
Right. So this should go to show that a gay man couldn't choose to be sexually aroused by a woman, therefore can't sleep with her.
Yeah, but okay, here's another point just off of that point, which is
All right.
I'm Jewish and you got a lot of Christians here, and I love Christianity and I love Christians and I love all religions. I love Muslims too, but I love every religion. But in my Jewish Bible, which we call the Torah, it absolutely states that it says there's one specific word in Hebrew that it only mentions with two men sleeping together and
He calls it an
men
abomination, right?
raping women, raping a woman and burning
Amazing. Appreciate you for the
children,
hand arts. Oh,
raping a
oh
woman
no,
and
you're
burning
talking about like
children.
pillaging practices. No, no,
It
no. So
doesn't matter.
now you're just like misconstruing, right? So I thought that you're gonna like point out like because in the Old Testament, which is like which is like Jewish law, which would be like Hebrew law, right?
Sleeping with a
So
man
now Jaden,
is as bad as raping a woman
oh
in the
no,
Jewish
no,
law.
Jaden. So what they were talking about in the Old Testament, which is like the book that you follow, isn't saying that it's as bad as sleeping or like raping or sorry, graping someone. Like they're quite literally referring to grape. You understand that, right? So when we actually look at like the society of the day and the culture of the day and the practices of the day, like men would like humiliate or embarrass other men by graping them. And that's what it was condemning. And then it's just
No,
like intuitively true that
I
sleeping with
you
another man is not the same as
you
raping a woman.
cannot. I'm sorry, sir. You cannot test me on Judaism. It is
Wait,
as bad.
wait,
It is as bad.
I'm not the one testing you. Like historian and scholar named Matt is testing you right now.
But you
Like
really
I'm
don't
just
think that.
reiterating what someone who's like fluent in Hebrew, fluent in Greek, and has been studying the Bible and Christianity and Judaism
But
for the
I could
last
speak
25 years
fluent
of their
Hebrew
life and is a
too.
professor on it. It's like this isn't just words coming out of my mouth, right, Jaden?
I
So
agree.
like
I
now like
agree,
Jaden,
sir.
now Jaden, I'm quite literally telling you that you're saying, oh, if we look at the original Hebrew text, it says that being gay is quite literally as bad as raping women. Well, no, it is raping women. That's what they're referring to. They're referring to rape and assault. That's like you're misconstruing. You're like, oh, like the original like language says like raping women and raping men. Well, yeah, it says raping men and raping women. It doesn't say gay. Exactly. This should go to show.
Can I
Like,
ask? Can I just?
I
Can you?
mean,
Sure. Let's just say we have different beliefs. So let's just step off religion because
you're the
there's.
one that like mentioned like the
I
original
understand, but you
text.
have a lot of like anti-Semitism in your thing. So let's just
No,
go.
I'm not
And
anti-Semite. I'm not an
not you,
anti-Semite
not
just
you,
because I
not you,
disagree
not
with
you,
you.
not you. Your chat. So let's just go and talk about how being gay. It is not a choice to be gay, but it is a choice whether you are going to nut in a female. And being and
Wait.
like having infertility is not a
Yeah,
choice.
yeah, Jaden, can you choose to be like sexually aroused by me to the point of wanting to nut in my ass right now?
Bro, but like that's just gay. What the
Therefore, it's
fuck?
not a choice. Therefore, it's not a choice. Come on. We already went through this. We already went through this.
Bro, but Oh my God, bro. You're telling me some gay guy's not gonna get hard when he sees some nice tits in a bed, bro?
And you're telling me that you can't get hard to me right now? It works both ways. Like
You
you are
don't
only
got an
attracted to women
ass,
just like gay
bro.
men are only treated to men. And like a woman doesn't have the male member. And that's how gay men look at it.
Okay, can I just ask you a question? Are you gay?
No, I'm straight.
Okay, never mind. Because then if you were gay, I would be like, if you're gay, how are you not gonna bust to like Kim K or some shit?
Yeah, well, dude, how do you like you not bust to like James Charles because you're not gay? How does a
You're
gay
right.
man not do that to Kim
But
K
but
because they're not straight?
but it's proven to be like immoral to religion. So how can you just like
Well, it's
disagree
not
with
proven. Well, yeah, I could
it?
disagree with that for a couple of notions. First, I think that like all gods are unjustified. God doesn't exist. And then second, even if I do accept that God exists, it isn't proven because like the original text says it's not wrong. I mean, Jaden, you said this yourself. You said like at like the most literal translation of the Hebrew text in like the Torah, it doesn't talk about homosexuality. It talks about like grape. And yeah, you're right. It's
No,
talking about grape.
it's not true. It uses
You said
this.
that. Wait, you said that though.
I agree, but it uses this one Hebrew word that you only see twice in the text. That is one that is translates to like disgust. That is only being used when talking about a man sleeping with a man
Dude,
and
how do you feel about
raping women. So
why
if
don't why
those are
aren't you
on the
mentioning
same level,
why aren't you like no a man like raping a man again in the culture at the time consent didn't exist and what individuals had were like male prostitutes like literally male prostitutes that like they would pay for and then grape and this is what God was condemning adultery. Why aren't you talking about the part in the Torah where it says that being gay is an abomination? I feel like that's going to be a lot better for you to do.
pardon, can you repeat that, sir?
Yeah, if we look at like Leviticus in the Old Testament of like the Christian Bible, which is like, like which
Sure,
includes some of the like Hebrew
sure,
text that's in the Torah,
sure.
it says that being gay is an abomination.
So what about?
Why didn't you use that as an argument?
I'm just saying. Well, can you like? What's your argument against that?
Yeah, because then it also says then in verse 23 of Leviticus that the rules in which were outlined within Leviticus were only specific for the Israelites and their differences from the Egyptians or the Canaanites. But I was just giving you the better verse to go to. You're going to say that being gay is wrong according to your religious text, but I could still disprove it. And at the end of the day, is there any way that you could even prove the existence of your God?
Yeah, 100%. How was the
Do
world
it.
created?
That's the same question that everyone that is
But just
involved
think
with
about it.
every
Think about
religion
it.
of all time asks. No, Jaden, everyone has been thinking about that for all time.
Okay,
And
so
this
let me
is like
tell you something.
spawned
Let me
in
tell
like
you something.
millions of gods.
The chair you're in right now was created. The microphone you're using was created. And everyone in the comments saying Big Bang means the Big Bang started with two particles, let's say. Where did those particles come from? No one can explain where the particles came from. And
Well, actually,
everything on this
Jaden,
planet,
the two
where did they
particles,
come
like,
from?
wait, hold up, bro. Like, then can I just ask you where did God come from? But then you'll just say God exists in infinite nature. And the
But then
same
how
way
can you
when
say,
you're
but then
asking
there's
where
no
did
way
these
to prove
particles
your
now,
point
Jaden,
or
in
my
the same
point.
way that like you're saying like where did these particles come from? Well, I could just say the particles exist in infinite nature. And then you
Sure.
say there's no way for me to prove my point. Well, we can prove it with like deduction, or we could prove it to be more plausible. It's much more simplistic in nature because it's just two particles of a
100%.
conscious,
But do you know how
omnipotent, all like
advanced,
powerful, all knowing God,
do
right?
you
So
know
it's
how
obviously
advanced
going to
the
be more
human
like
body?
particle. Not to mention that even if like I accept this notion of a creator, you understand that like this same question is one that's been proposed by like any religion of all time. Like you using like there must be a cause for all causes for the justification for your God, therefore being gay is wrong, could also just be used by a religion that says that God says that being gay isn't wrong. Like Shmezianity asks the same question. Followers of Shmezianity are like, well, there has to be a cause for everything. Why are we here? It must have been a god. And then God says in the book of Shmezianity that being gay is not wrong. Ruby, thank you so much for that classical breakfast.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is then you can never prove that there isn't a God or that there is. But all I'm gonna say is the human body is so advanced that if you really think that just came with no
Jaden, this
nature,
doesn't prove you're God.
no
You
way.
understand that, right? Because you
I
understand that,
just
like,
think in
you
my
know, no,
religion
imagine,
it's
no,
believed
Jaden,
that being
Jaden,
gay
Jaden, Jaden,
is
Jaden, Jaden,
immoral.
Jaden. No, no, no. I'm not asking you to prove or give plausibility to a creator. I'm asking you to give plausibility to your creator. You understand that, right? Like giving plausibility to a creator doesn't say that it must be the God of Judaism that says it's immoral, but actually doesn't. We already went over that. It
The
can also
only
be the God of
difference is
Christianity that says it's moral.
the only difference is Jews, religious Muslims, religious Christians, they're all my brothers. They all think being gay is immoral.
No,
We
the
all
only religion
we all
that thinks that
agree.
being gay is immoral is Islam. That's the only one. Thank you so much for the superpower. We've already gone over the verses that you've mentioned in the book of Torah. Thank you so much for that elephant trunk. I really appreciate you. I could go over every single verse in the Bible, and like legitimately, like the only religion out of the Abrahamic gods that thinks that being gay is wrong is Islam. But they also think that slavery is okay. They think that unaliving non-believers is okay. They think it's okay to grant women half the rights as men have. They think it's okay to not let women go to school past sixth grade. They think that it's okay to cut people's hands off. If they steal, they think it's okay to give lashes for fornication. They think that it's okay for their prophet Muhammad to marry a 6-year-old and have like intercourse with her when she was 9. Like we could go over this all fucking day, dude. But at the end of the day, none of what you're saying is going to grant any like unequal justification for the existence of your God. I could just say that my God says that being God's okay, and the justification for him is the same justification that you just used. How did everything come to be? I don't know. Must have been Shmizus, and Shmizus says in the book in the Shmible that being gay is fine.
KO, I just want to say, like, I was being like devil's advocate and like, I was just trying to spark conversation. No, trust me, but all I want to say is for the fact that there's a whole movement on like putting gay flags in our face and
Oh my
everything,
god.
like that's sickening, bro.
Yeah, the
Because I
movement
don't put
exists
my
because you
straight
think it's
flag.
sickening. Jaden, the movement exists because you think it's sickening. You understand that, right?
But I'm fine if you're gay. I just don't care
No,
to
you're not. You
you
just
don't
said
have to
that it's
put it in
wrong to be
my
gay.
face.
No, Jaden. No, that's so funny. You say, "Oh, I'm fine if you're gay." Well, no, you just said it's wrong to be gay. Therefore, you're not fine. Like, stop like
Yeah,
virtue
but I'm not gonna
signaling this
diss you
belief that you
about it.
don't
Like
hold to be true. Like, you
if you're
understand the
gay,
reason
if you're
that the gay
gay and a
flags are
good
there
guy,
are because people like you exist.
if
You
you're gay
understand
and a
that.
good guy, you could be my boy. But if you're gonna be gay
Yeah, but
and
if you're
say,
gay
"Oh
and a
yeah,
good
you
guy,
have
it
to
doesn't
believe that
matter.
being gay
You
is
will still,
right,"
apparently, according to you, never be morally virtuous in the right, and you're going to hell to
I
live
don't think
your
stealing is
eternal
right.
life
If
in
one of my
torment.
boys is stealing a bunch of shit, I'm still gonna be boys with him. I don't think what he's doing is morally okay, but I'm still gonna be friends with him. He could steal
And you
from other
understand the
people.
fact that you just equated being gay to stealing is the reason why the movement exists?
No, but there's no movement to stop people from stealing,
Well, yeah, there is. It's called legislation.
right? And it should be in the legislation that you can't be gay, but it's just not.
And the fact that you think it's in and the fact that you think it should be in the
It
legislation that you
used
can't
to
be gay is
be,
the reason that the movement exists.
but just stop putting it in my face. If you want to fuck a guy, fuck a guy. Why do you need to put it in my face?
Well, actually, Jaden, you just said it should be in legislation that they shouldn't be able to do that. You don't actually think that. Like all of these like red pillar conservative Republicans that are like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with being gay. The movement sucks. I'm so like sad because they're putting it in our faces." Like you guys are just lying. Because you can't go from saying being gay should be illegal to being gay is fine. I don't understand the movement. It shouldn't be in my face.
Yo,
Like you understand
Zayden,
that like
thank
this
you,
like
bro.
societal response is
I
going to
love you,
be
Zayden.
exactly, bro. You understand like this societal response is exactly what has existed all throughout time to counter out like these societal prejudices held against individuals. I mean, just look at like counter actions and movements taken against like slavery. Like we literally started a fucking war over that societal prejudice. Unironically, we started
Yo,
an
thank you,
unironic
Zayden.
war. Yeah, don't interrupt me, right? And then like going on to just like the fallout from that, and like the societal movements against the Jim Crow laws of the
Shout out to all
'60s,
the
bro.
W mans.
Dude, yeah, right. So I'm still talking, right? So like societal movements to counteract societal prejudices have existed for all time, and they're very good. Thank you for the hat and mustache. Stop lying when you say it's fine to be gay. Why is this shit in my face? Because the statement before that is that it's not fine to be gay, and this should be put in jail. I appreciate you for coming up. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest because you stopped engaging in the debate and like you more so just wanted to talk about the people that were giving you money. If that didn't happen, I would have kept you up. But we're going to go ahead and move on here, guys. If we're enjoying the debates, make sure we're tippity tapping away on that phone screen. Let's try to get it to 1 million likes. Also, share the live to a couple friends. Let's try to get to 1K shares. Like, seriously, we could get to 1 million likes and 1K shares in like the next 5 minutes. And if we don't, I'm like going to smite you guys. I'm going to have like smite all of you for being, I don't know, gay, straight, whatever. Like, yeah. we don't get to 1K shares. That was a joke. That was a joke. We're gonna go and move on to our next guest here. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest here has to say. What's going on, man?
Hey, man.
Hey, what's going on, man? Do you think it's wrong to be gay?
No. Yo, how old are you, man? You're very well spoken.
I mean, I'm 19.
Shut up, you're gay. It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, why is it wrong to be gay?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trolling, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate you for coming up here. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest. Let's go ahead and get. Who do I want to get? Oh, I want to talk to Timothy Leach here. I want to go ahead and talk to Timothy Leach here, y'all. Also, I appreciate everyone so much for gifting. It's hard when I'm in a debate to like shout those out, but I really do appreciate everyone who's donated me tonight. That's like supporting my lifestyle right now. You guys actually bought me a camera that I'm gonna start making content with. So I appreciate all you guys so much. What's up, Timothy? Do you think it's like wrong or moral to be gay? Timothy. Timothy, come on. I really want to talk to you. Come back to your phone. God damn it. I really wanted to talk to Timothy. All right, guys. We're going to move on to the next guest here. Let's go ahead and see what Up North Mac. Oh, actually, this guy has to say, Shelby, thank you for that on mustache. Also, Macy, thank you so much for the Venmo. By the way, guys, if you do want me to see your message, hit the Venmo. I get a notification. It pops up at the top of my screen. It's basically like YouTube Super Chats. And that's also a better way to support me because then TikTok doesn't take 60% of it. But what's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay? Child. Actual child. Like unironic child. Let's go ahead and get Cappy up here. Appreciate you for that heart, me. What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Sorry, I just want to ask, do you have a master sheet for all your sources?
Yeah, it's all in my Discord.
Okay,
I need to
thank
put
you.
them in there.
Thank
Of
you.
course, man.
Bye.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Oh, nice question. He was concise, quick about it. By the way, link to the Discord's in my bio, y'all. I am going to put all my sources in there. Appreciate you for that, Lightning, Chloe. Next guest is loading up here. Danny, thank you so much for the hanging lights, man. Oh, Jacob dipped out. Real quick. Let's go ahead and talk to Ryan here, chat. Let's go ahead and talk to Ryan. How close are we to 100,000? Oh, we're so close. Everyone hit the follow button. Everyone is so close to 100,000. What's up, Ryan? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
No, not at
Child.
all. I'm
glad that you don't think it's wrong. Alrighty, wait, that may have not been a child. Let's go to talk to Rayhan here, chat. Let's go to talk to Rayhan. Guys, we're so close to 100K. Taminator, Nikki, y'all, thank you so much for your follows. Oh, this guy's name is Alpha. Let's talk to the one true Alpha. Grocery Store and Tim. Appreciate you guys for that follow. We're so close to 100,000. What's up, Alpha? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
I'm sorry, I just clicked by accident.
Alpha doesn't think it's wrong. W. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on, y'all. Make sure if we are in those guest requests that we are of age, chat. What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
I am an alpha, and I am a true alpha. Oh, wait, is this the wrong? Oh, shoot. Oh, is this the wrong topic? Oh.
Yeah.
Awkward. Oh, wow. Oh,
Thank you for coming up, Chester. Oh, man. All right, let's go to get Russ up here. Appreciate you for those roses, Austin. Y'all, tap away. I bet we could get 2 million likes here pretty quick. What's up, Russ? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
I think it is wrong.
Yeah, why?
Believe it or not. So in my religion, believe it or not, you're wrong with the whole Muslim thing. I'm LDS, and I believe it's wrong to be gay because I think
LDS?
God put us here.
You're
Yeah,
LDS,
Mormon.
and you're telling me that I was wrong about the whole Muslim thing. Interesting. All right, man, let's talk about LDS. This is a new one on the stream.
So one of the things is the law of chastity. So one, it's pretty bad for you to have sex before marriage. I believe that you should be married to a female. So in my religion, it's wrong to be gay. And
All right, man. All right, man. So let's talk about the LDS here really quick. I've never debated a Mormon on the live before, so this is a first, guys. This is a first. So let's talk about the LDS. So yeah, your founder, good old Joseph Smith. Well, basically the whole church came to be because he said God came to him in a dream. Then he went into the forest and dug up these golden plates out of the forest. No one ever saw the golden plates or where he dug. And then this angel came to him and told him that if he looked through this triangle, he'd be able to read the golden plates. So then he took them back home and then had some rich man sitting on the other side of a curtain, and then he put the golden plates in a top hat and then read off of them with a fucking triangle, and then they were transcribed, and then the rich guy was I lost the transcriptions because his wife was I don't think he's actually telling the truth. Let's see if he could do it again, and if he does it again
That's false,
perfectly,
man.
then
That's false.
we know he's a prophet. And then he did do it again, but he didn't do it again perfectly. Trey, appreciate you for that subscription. He did it again completely different. And then his excuse was, well, God was mad at you, so he gave me different words to put on the Bible. And no one ever saw the golden plates, and that he translated the text differently different times. And then that is the text that you're saying condemns homosexuality. And if that is the text that you're saying condemns homosexuality, I'm not even going to engage with you. The LDS Church is unironically the most unjustified, unsubstantiated religion that exists to date. And I really hope that one of these days you realize that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on here. And also, that just objectively was not false. I commend anyone who wants to do your research. There's zero substantiation for the LDS Church. It is insane.
Hello.
What's up, Dino?
Hey, g'day. How are you?
Doing all right. Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
No, definitely not.
W Dean in the chat, y'all. Well, unfortunately, Dean, I'm only here talking to people that do think that it is wrong. Dean, I appreciate you coming up here, man.
Oh, true. So, all right, mate. Okay, all the best.
Have a good one, man. Dean on Dean. I thought that was about to be some Dean on Dean violence, but it's just fine, y'all. Yo, W Dean for real, for real, for real, for real. What's up, Logan? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Logan, hello? Apparently, Logan does not think it's wrong or immoral. I don't know. He didn't load in here. Guess we're moving on to our next guest, bro. W. Deans, for real, y'all. Also, guys, if this button right here is red, hit that shit. We are so close to 100,000. It's crazy. I highly commend everyone to hit it just for 100,000. That's just crazy. Our next guest is loading in here, chat. Doesn't look like he wants to connect, so we're going to go and boot and move on to the next. Sometimes it does that. We're going to go and get NBA duels up here. Persephone, appreciate that, Heartmeat. Good to see you. Thank you so much for that paper crane, Dipperholic. What's going on, man? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Yes.
Okay, why?
The Bible says.
Yeah, what verse?
I don't remember, but it says
Leviticus, Genesis, Romans, Corinthians. Leviticus, God was only speaking to the Israelites. Genesis, misinterpretation. God was condemning, rape and assault compared to consensual same-sex relations. Romans, this was a misinterpretation of Greek Roman culture and society at the time. Then Timothy and Corinthians were mistranslations. Scott, I appreciate you for that $10 Venmo. W Scott's in chat. W Scott's in chat.
Follow me for president. Vote me president.
No, vote me president. Come on. All right, we're going to try to get Logan Smith back in here. He was just in here, but he didn't connect. What's up, Logan? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay? Sure can. Thanks. Yeah. Why is it wrong to be gay? Yeah, what verse in the Bible says it's wrong to be gay? Okay, can't hear you. They can't hear you. Yo, hop back in the request, Logan. The chat can't hear you, all right? Appreciate it. Sorry, chat. I had the interact panel open, so I didn't see y'all's chats. I apologize. We're gonna get him back up here. I apologize, guys. We're gonna get him right back up here. Let's go. Where is he at? Where is he at? Okay. Well, of course now I can't find him. I don't think he's coming back. Yeah, he's not in the guest requests. Damn it. Well, he was just saying it's wrong to be gay because the Bible says so. So, we've been through that before. What's up, Miguel? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Yes, from like three different standpoints.
Let's hear them.
First we can go back on the
Thank you for the paper curry, Nick.
infertile. I'm sorry. The infertile if every man was actually hypothetically gay.
Oh, 1 second, Miguel. I'm so sorry. David, holy shit. David, thank you so much for the $40, David, via Venmo. Thank you so much. Everyone in chat, I would have W David for at least like the next 5 minutes. Thank you so much, David. But yeah, go ahead. So why is it, I apologize for interrupting. I seriously do.
Man, so let's actually like take this back. Let's actually kind of go back. Let's just say medieval times when technology obviously wasn't at the same par as it is currently today. If every man was hypothetically gay, we would have no world as we speak right now. We would have no human. If everybody was gay back then we wouldn't be existing currently.
Yeah, what would happen if every man was infertile?
But here's the thing.
No, what would happen? Hello?
17% total of men and women in the year 2023 are actually infertile. So
yeah, and some studies show between 7 and 20% of all individuals being gay.
It's a choice. Exactly, but listen, it is a choice to a certain extent. I do get it. Some people feel like
being gay is not a choice.
They get born and they just don't find attraction. I do not. I'm not going to try to.
Miguel, I got a question.
Because I'm not going to sit here.
I got a question, right? So if you think being gay is a choice, can you choose to be sexually aroused by me, or in other words, like get it up and want to stick it in me right now?
I was just about to.
Could you choose?
Hey, Dean, I was just about to say too much on this specific point because I also said I have different aspects why I think being gay is wrong, morally and other
wait,
reasons.
Hold up, Miguel, can you choose?
Because I can't sit. Listen, I can't sit here and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna get turned on by a man. I'm not gonna get turned on by you. I'm not gonna get turned on by
right, Miguel. So like, you understand that you've been
talking
since you got on here. You understand that you've been constantly talking since you got on here.
Yeah.
Like, can I like please?
Yes.
Thanks, man. Noah, appreciate you for the $5. Noah says speed run the guests. Yeah, so basically, Miguel, you think that being gay is a choice. However, you cannot choose to be gay. Therefore, being gay is not a choice. We also observe homosexuality in over 3,000 animal species. Some of these animals cannot make conscious decisions in the same way that we do, or can't make choices at all. Okay. Therefore, being gay isn't a choice. We're not comparing ourselves to
and
then, so it's a deductive reasoning line. So you're saying being gay is a choice. Yeah. But yet we see animals being gay, and animals can't make choices. Therefore, being gay can't be a choice. And then we also through science, we've been able to show that homosexuality is like naturally occurring, is based upon our anatomy. Well, so you take the fact that you can't choose to be gay, and we observe it in animals who definitely can't choose to be gay, and then we've been able to like correlate links to our neurology and our anatomy and our genome. It's quite obvious that being gay isn't a choice. So that's fun.
Okay. All right. So listen. You were at this point, which you made a good point. Like you saying it's not a choice, whatever. Do you believe in majority decision? Do you believe in the democracy we have, that majority, if most of the people in the United States vote for the president, that president should be president of the United States?
Oh, yeah, I agree with like majority decision on like, bro, you're going to ask me a question, I'm going to answer.
Okay,
right?
Okay.
So I believe in like majority decision on like prudential things, such as like who should be president or what like the state of our country should be. But I don't agree with majority decision on like what's moral or what's right and what's wrong.
Okay, well let me say this. Majority decision it is what is it? I'm just saying, I'm throwing out a fact out here. You are aware that the main religions, regardless if there's evidence or not in their books. And I'm not going to tell you if I'm religious or not, because I feel like that's an invalid argument in any argument, because it's an invalid argument because there's a freedom to religion in this country, and it's obviously there's too many religions to argue about. So I'm not going to tell you if I'm religious, Christian, Muslim, Hebrew, any of that. I feel like it's an invalid argument. But I will say this. I will say that in all of these religions, Hindu, all these different religions, you ask any, well, I'm not going to say any because you'll get one or two that will like support LGBTQ, but you ask any mainly, and we're even going to a foreign country, not United States, do they think gay is right. And they'll always say, no, it's not right. It's against my religion. If it's against the religion, I looked up how many, if you look up how many, and this will go by main religions, it won't count these little religions with that new, not too many following that think being gay is okay. But you'll go by the main religions of the world, and it will say that 63% of the world's religious, which means, say, even only 55%, and that out of those, only 55% of the 63% think gay is wrong, it's still majority, which means technically gay is just technically wrong in the world's view. Now, that's not me saying that. I'm just saying that's stats. I'm not like, that's just an argument, one of my many arguments I could say. And I'll let you get a turn to speak because I have been talking a lot.
Yeah, so in the year 1500, 98% of men thought that women were property and should be obedient to their every command. Did that mean that they were morally virtuous in thinking that women were property and should be obedient at their very command?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, 98% of men, like 1,000 years ago, thought that it was okay to like objectify and like propertyize women. Did that make it okay?
Where'd you get that from? But I also
look at any society. Look at like any society that existed 1,000 years ago. Women were property of marriage. Consent didn't exist.
98%.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because they were like, I'm like allowing for outliers.
Okay.
Yeah. Religion didn't like no like consent didn't exist. Women were property of marriage. Consent didn't agree, and this was something. This is objectively true. Did that just because that was a popular opinion? Did that make that popular opinion correct? No. Just because an opinion is popular never makes it correct. In the same sense that like vast majority of white individuals that lived in our country and like the 19th and 20th century thought that like slavery was a moral good. It was morally okay. Did that actually mean that it was morally okay? No, not at all. Or what about the fact that like vast majority of people who lived in Germany in the 1930s through 40s thought that it was morally wrong to be Jewish? Did that mean that it's morally wrong to be Jewish? No, not at all. Why? Because like it's called an appeal to popularity. It doesn't matter how many individuals hold a belief, because the amount of individuals that hold a belief don't provide that belief justification. A belief can be right even if just one person believes in it, and a belief can be wrong if quite literally every person believes in it.
That's a good point. I don't know if I did mention, I had different viewpoints and different reasons, just for different reasons why gay is wrong morally. I think it's wrong just because of like I had it. I think it's morally a little bit wrong. You know what I'm saying? I
Why?
can't really.
You kind of just been yapping, man.
Well, listen, I see that you're just getting that from your comments, and I appreciate we just talk. I'm not looking at the comments. I've seen some things that say.
No, Miguel, you've been yapping.
You're not on topic either. So, let me
no,
talk.
Miguel, you're unironically yapping.
Okay.
You're just dragging because you don't know what to say.
Yeah, so, I do got some other things
what to say and give me a reason as to why it's wrong.
Well, actually, let me just move on to the next part. Let me say this. I didn't say it's morally on this specific topic.
Yes, you did.
No, listen. I didn't say it's morally incorrect with the percentage of people thinking it is okay. It's not morally incorrect. What it is statistically, it's statistically incorrect. Because the majority of the people...
That's not a thing. Miguel, no, that's not a thing. That is literally not a thing. Stop talking and give me a reason as to why it's wrong to be gay before I kick you and I move on to my next guest.
Okay. I think it's gay. Are you familiar with ADHD?
I am.
Are you familiar with dyslexia?
I am.
These are learning diseases. Why are they... Not learning disorders, my bad. Why are they called learning disorders? Because
the American Psychiatric Association and the DSM calls them. The WHO, the AMA, the ES, the WPATH, the BPS, the RCP, the CP, the APS, the ESSM, and other similar like organizations or institutions of medicine and science like call them that because they are that. They're going to be like cognitive impairments that significantly reduce the quality of life.
Thank you for that. I have learned something today. Now, they are called learning disorders because, to sum it down for people that don't know what you just fucking said, they're called learning disorders because those people that have those learning disorders with dyslexia, ADHD, as I do on myself, they don't learn the same as the majority or vast majority
No.
of kids in America.
That's not why they're called that. No, it's not because they don't learn the same as the vast majority. It's because they're like impaired to a degree that impacts their life, like negatively.
Well, we're getting a little off topic. Rigo, we're not
You got
arguing.
us here. I mean, you got us here. You're
I
the
did
one
get
that
us here
started this
because I was trying
conversation.
to listen. I did get us here. Listen, this is my. I don't debate a lot. I don't talk a lot. So I'll just stick with me here. I respect you, Dean. You're a smart guy. Just stick with me here, and maybe we can find some middle ground. Well, probably not. But so what I'm saying is this: I know you know what percentage of the world is gay in 2023 or
About
less?
20. Well,
20%.
About 20% of individuals of all time have had like a non-straight sexual orientation.
Okay. Which means, and does that necessarily mean 80% are straight, or does that just mean
80% are straight?
Okay. So what happened to the other things that you guys call it? The bisexual.
Yeah, when I said 20% are non-straight.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. Thank you for clarifying. To me, and you say they're born that way, right?
Yep.
So there's no chance that they ever like if they're born that way, and that's 20% of them. Do you happen to know what percentage of people have learned disability?
Nope.
Okay. I don't either, but I'm gonna guess it's
70% of people want me to kick you. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to finish this argument.
All I'm gonna say is this, because I feel like I'm getting on your nerves because I've had the best argument on here since you actually started live.
Miguel, no, you're not on my nerves at all.
Okay, but I feel like I've had the best argument since I've gone this live. A lot of people just don't know how to argue and get their points across, and it's all about how you can talk. But let me get to this real quick. I think it's wrong because it's a disorder. If you really think about it, and then it's a disorder. Gay, it shouldn't be looked at as this big thing. It should be looked at as a disorder. And if you say it's a disorder, then you're homophobic, but it is. Statistically.
Right. So if it's a disorder, then why doesn't the World Health Organization call it? Wait, no, Miguel.
Okay.
If it's a disorder, then why does the World Health Organization not call it a disorder? Why does the American Psychiatric Association, the American Medical Association, the Endocrine Society, the British Psychological Society, the Royal College of Psychiatrics, the Canadian Psychological Association, the Australian Psychological Society, the European Society for Sexual Medicine, the American Academy of Pediatrics, don't fucking interrupt me. The American College of Physicians, the American Academy of Family Physicians, the American Counseling Association, the American Public Health Association, the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research, the Center for Neurodoctor Studies at the University of UCLA, and then the University of Pittsburgh and Massachusetts, and quite literally any institution of medicine, science, sociology, psychology, neurobiology, neurology, or neuroscience classify it as a disorder.
Okay.
Not one medical professional calls it a disorder. Not one institution calls it a disorder. The only people who call it a disorder are people that don't know what disorders are or just blatantly homophobic.
Okay, and I'm not blatantly homophobic. I have other points. I mean, you could think I'm homophobic because I don't agree with being gay is right. But let me just put it like this. Just the same, the reason why those professionals, doctors and all them say it's not a disorder, it's the same. Why do all these other people say that ADHD and dyslexia are not disorders, are disorders?
Right, so Miguel, you're calling it a disorder because it's like rare. It's like atypical, correct?
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's because they're born. Because they're born
Miguel,
this way.
They're born
Just
like
because
differently than the majority, right?
Is a disorder.
Wait, no, Miguel, just follow me here, right? You think it's a disorder because they're born that way, right? And like that they're different from the majority. That's why it's a disorder. Correct, Miguel?
Yes. We'll just go with it. Yes.
So is it a physical disorder to be a man over 6 foot tall?
No, it's
why though? Because like why? Because now you're calling like being gay a mental disorder because only 20% of people are gay. Now just listen, Miguel. You're calling being gay a mental disorder because only 20% of people are gay. But then why wouldn't being a man over 6 foot tall be a physical disorder because 14.5% of men are 6 foot or over, right? I mean, you just kind of said it yourself. No, even though it's rare to be a man over 6 foot doesn't make it a disorder. In the same way that being gay isn't a disorder just because it's rare, right?
Right, and I feel like Dean, you didn't answer my question before that, and I will answer your question, but you didn't answer for me why the same doctors that say that being gay, well, not the same doctors, obviously it's not the same doctors, each doctor is an expert in their own field, but why the doctors that say, okay, gay is not a disorder, but dyslexia and ADHD is. Even though
Yeah,
you
because
just
those
kind of
impact the
said
quality of
they're
life,
only they
dude.
only
Yeah,
but
because like Miguel,
right.
they like
And that
those
does
things
too.
like negative.
That
Now,
does
I'm
impact the
explaining.
that impacts
I'm
the quality
explaining
of
this to
life
you.
way
No,
more
I'm
than
explaining.
dyslexia and
I'm
ADHD. That
explaining this
impacts the
to you,
ability to have
Miguel. I'm
more.
explaining this to you,
Okay.
Miguel. So things such as ADHD or dyslexia quite literally like impact their life to a degree where they cannot function to the same degree as others. Gay people can function to the same degree as others. Like another way to look at this, let's just look at like an IQ of like 138, right? So this is an IQ that's
Yes.
only possessed by 1% of people, and this is going to be like mental differences from like the 99th percentile. Ruby, I appreciate that. Good evening. But it's not considered a disorder because there's not like any like intrinsic negative impact in which it proposes. Just like being gay does not have an intrinsic negative impact, but like being like dyslexic or having ADHD or having autism or Down syndrome have an intrinsic negative impact.
Right. But being gay does have an impact. It
So
literally,
if it
like
had
you
an
said,
impact, then like one institution or one medical professional would agree with you.
no, oh, and what would that be? And why?
Why?
Or you don't
Because
want to
when we're talking about like medical disorders, well, they're defined by the medical professionals. They're like taught to and learned about and fixed. Oh, he left. He left, chat. He left. He left. All right. I guess we're gonna go to move on to the next guest. He got naturally booted. Chat. All right, we're gonna go to move on to the next guest here, y'all. God, that guy was yapping, bro. That guy was yapping, chat. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest, guys. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that follow button, guys. We are 1.3 thousand followers away from 100,000 followers. And that is fucking nuts. I want everyone to tippity tap tap away on that phone screen. We are so close to 700,000 likes. Tap away. Let's get to 1 million. We're fucking him tonight. This is a crazy ass stream, and I'm gonna be on until I hit 100,000. But let's keep that hype train going, baby. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk to good old Kenny. Let's talk to Kenny. Oh, actually, I clicked on someone else. I clicked on someone else. What's up, Logan? All right. Oh, wait, shit. I already talked to you. Oh, wait, no, you were on earlier. You think that being gay is wrong because of Christianity, right? Thank you for that hat and
Yeah,
mustache.
yeah, you can hear me right.
Sure can, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
everybody in chat can hear me, right?
Yeah. So
I want to make sure.
Yeah, so Noah, thank you so much for that $1. I'll speed run through this one for you, Noah. Noah via Venmo asks me to speed run through you, Logan, so I'm going to speed run through you. Yes, being gay is wrong because your Christian God says so. Where in the Christian Bible does it condemn homosexuality?
Did you say something like in Leviticus that it was mistranslated, or what'd you say earlier about that?
No, so just give it, dude. Noah Venmo'd me and asked me to speed run through you. Give me a verse in the Bible that says homosexuality is wrong.
It's Leviticus 20. I can't remember the verse, but it said if a man lays with another man.
It's Leviticus 13 and then Leviticus 18. So 2013 and 2018. Well, 2023 specifically states that the rules in which were outlined inside of Leviticus were specifically only for the Israelites and their differences from the Egyptians or the Canaanites, because the Egyptians and the Canaanites practiced ritualistic homosexual orgies to pray to their gods. Not to mention that it also says if you do not wear blue tassels at all four corners of your garments in Leviticus, you're also an abomination. So you would be just as much of an abomination as a gay man would be an abomination if you held Levitican law to be true. But by holding Levitican law to be true, you are contradicting your own God because your own God says you should not. Next, what's another verse? Come on.
Honest to God, I'm still like young in my Christian walk, so I don't know the exact verses, but I mean, I respect what you do. Honestly, like I have utmost respect for you. I'm not going to come on here and bash you, but I can't tell you verses right now. You know what I mean? I'm still young in that.
Genesis, we're looking at Genesis, Romans, Corinthians, Timothy. Genesis, the motive of God destroying Sodom and Gomorrah was because of rape and assault compared to consensual same-sex intercourse, because consent did not exist within Greek-Roman culture. Same thing goes for Romans. Then when we're looking at Timothy and Corinthians, these are going to be mistranslations and misinterpretations of the original Greek text. We're going to be looking at verbs such as malakoi and arseniokai being used, and at their most literal translations, they do not mean man on man, and again are in reference to like idolatry and like other practices within Greek-Roman culture that were very, very, very bad, such as unconsensual like sex with male prostitutes. I got asked to speed run through you by Gifter Bro. Is there anything else you got?
I mean, one thing I want to say is that I think that it's okay to like think gay thoughts. Like if you're a man, you look at a man, you're like, hey, he's attractive. I think that's okay. But I don't think it's okay to act on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but like
I,
you only think it's okay. You only think it's not okay to act on it because of your ingrained homophobia, compared to what your God says, because your God says nowhere that it's wrong to be gay, and this is even recognized by the Catholic Pope, dude. So come on, and you couldn't
yeah,
name a single verse. Your God doesn't say it's wrong.
I'm not homophobic.
No,
Like,
no, you are. You think homosexual intercourse is wrong, yet your religion does not say it's wrong. So anything
well,
else,
I
man?
mean, no, I don't guess. I'll still be friends with the gay people. I have nothing against them. I just think, you know what I mean? But, you know, I have utmost respect for you, but
Yeah, appreciate you for coming up here, Logan. I'm so sorry. Venmo asked me to speed run through you, so I sped
you're
run
good.
through you.
You're
Appreciate
good.
you coming up. Fucking Dean W. Speed running through that shit. Speed running through that shit. You know I got y'all. But you guys, we're so close to 1 million likes. Let's try to get up to 800,000 right now. Also, share the live with a few friends. Let's go ahead and talk to our next guest of the night. Let's go and get Brandon up here, chat. Dean W's in the chat. You already fucking know, baby. We got to 1K shares. Absolute W. What's up, man? Do you think it's like wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Why?
So basically, I mean, all
You're on pause. You can't talk when you're on pause. Come back. You gotta get off of pause, buddy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On to the next guest. Alrighty, man. Let's go to talk to Jalen over here, man. Let's go to talk to Jalen. Also, consider dropping a subscription. We're going to be going on sub-only chat for a little bit here in a little bit. What's up, Jalen? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Okay, unfortunately, Jalen's just not even here. I feel bad for the people that like request to join. They wait in the requests, and then when they get up, like they don't even like realize that they're up. You know what I mean? I feel bad for him. Let's go ahead and move on to our next guest here. I want to talk to Zachary, man. Let's go ahead and talk to... Actually, I want to talk to Riz. Oh, I guess I clicked on someone else. I guess we'll see who comes up, chat. I don't even know. What's up, Starstruck? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Okay, another guest that was not there. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. Let's talk to Brandon, 4PF Brandon. He's part of little baby's little esports team, 4PF.
Yo, I
What's
think
up, man?
you're a faggot.
And I think you're a 4-year-old kid that knows nothing about the
I
world
think
around
you
you.
like
And the
it
only
up
thing that you know how to do is to use slurs that you don't understand, like the historical connotation behind. And the only reason that you use them is because you probably have pretty poor parents. But I'm not going to blame it on you. I'm going to blame it on your parents. I hope you get educated. Nothing against you. Let's go and talk to our next guest here. What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Hello.
Hello. Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
I don't think it's wrong or moral, but I think there are some issues in society that are going on with gay people, and it goes back and forth. I myself are bisexual, and I have no issues with hanging out, being friends with gay people. However, there are a lot of shit that's like going on, and I just wanted to follow up on, you know, that Miguel guy.
Unfortunately, if you don't think that it's wrong or moral to be gay, I'm gonna go to move on to my next guest.
Okay, but I'm fighting another person's battle. It's still a debate, dude.
What are we debating?
Why being gay is wrong. I'm playing devil's advocate, dude.
Why is being gay wrong?
Okay, so if we go back to Miguel, how he said it was a disorder, right?
Yeah.
Technically, there are some disadvantages to being gay. First of all, you cannot have your own children. You can't bear kids.
That's not true.
Naturally, you cannot bear kids.
Naturally. Okay.
Man, oh man. Just because medical science has advanced, technically, if that hadn't been advanced, 2 men can't have a kid. 2 women can't have a kid.
Right.
That is a disadvantage to being gay. Fact.
Right. And a disadvantage of being over 6 foot tall is that you die at a younger age. So, but that's not a disorder, because we're not talking about like these like self-perceived notions of like what's good or bad. We're talking about like objective things that are bad, right? So like some people, like, it's not necessarily going to be bad that they can't have a kid, right? You know what I mean? But like what is necessarily going to be bad is if you can't read, and reading is required to do well in society. So like that's why like we classify like ADHD or like dyslexia as like a learning disorder, right? Because it's a disorder that prevents you from
Right.
learning, right?
Yeah.
And then like I don't understand, like you understand that like seriously the only people who call it a disorder are people that are uneducated, like people that have
Oh
not
no,
gone to
no, no.
school
I
for
get that.
now listen. Like seriously, the only people who call it a disorder are people that are uneducated, people that have not gone to school for medicine, people that have not, passed the LSATs and gotten into like a medical school, people that are not on a career path to understand anything about like, like anatomy, biology, or the human genome or neurobiology. And then every single medical professional will like sit here and tell you that it is not a disorder. Every single institution of medicine and science will sit here and will tell you it's not a disorder. When we're looking at like the American Psychiatric Association, the DSM, with the DSM-5 being like the leading definer of what is and what isn't a disorder, they fucking very clearly state that same-sex attraction and being gay is not a disorder.
No, I know. I'm just. You need to realize I am playing devil's advocate here. I'm not.
So did you just play devil's advocate and lose?
No, I didn't really get a chance to talk, dude.
You called it a disorder, and I proved you wrong. So
okay,
do you have anything else to say? I don't really like. I don't fancy devil's advocates. Like Riz, I want you to understand. Like I don't fancy devil's advocates. I've never let a devil's advocate up onto my stream, and the only reason that you're still here is because you're bisexual and playing devil's advocate. Like I don't understand like how you as a member of the community could be sitting here and telling us that like you are wrong for this. So that's why you're up here. But no, please, what's your next point?
Okay. Let's take Pride for example. What's your opinion on Pride?
My opinion on Pride is that it's a good social movement to like advocate against the prejudice being held by society, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about just same-sex attraction, man.
Okay, but is what groups of gay people do commonly not also why something is wrong?
Yeah, that is not going to be why something is wrong. What if we look at what like straight men do commonly, like the fact that like 90% of like 95% of rape is committed by straight white men, or the fact that like domestic violence, school shooting, mass shootings, mass unalivings, extremist terrorism, like child abuse, domestic abuse, like arson, kidnapping, white
just before you continue, that stat is reported sexual assaults.
I was talking about rape, and yeah, you're right. It is reported.
Yeah,
we're making reported. We're making empirical assumptions. We're going to look at what's reported.
We are in a society where men are meant to feel that when they are sexually assaulted, they're not actually being punished.
That's a really poor counter argument, because what I could just do is like then just address a point that isn't sexual assault, like child abuse, animal abuse, arson, kidnapping.
That of reported. It's not actually the truth.
Yeah, so what is reported is that straight white men commit vast majority of school shootings, mass shootings, homicide, like domestic violence, rape, assault, battery, like arson, kidnapping, child abuse, child trafficking, animal abuse, arson, like extremism, like violence and terrorism, cyberbullying with threats of violence, gun-related crimes, drug-related crimes, drug trafficking. Adam, I appreciate that, Rose Bear, and all of this shit. And if you're gonna sit here and tell me that like gay people are like it's wrong to be gay because like some gay people will advocate for the societal acceptance of them, and that just pisses you off so much, well then let's just talk about what some straight people do.
No.
We talk about all the violent
you didn't
crimes.
let me finish my point about Pride. You kind of jumped onto a different train. Right.
That's seriously not what I'm here to debate. Again,
it pulls stereotypes onto every single person of the LGBTQ community, mainly gay people, because gay people generally, now let me say this, generally are more flamboyant than other parts of the LGBTQ community. Therefore, put massive stereotypes upon others, and then cause say people.
The stereotypes
like
are caused by you and then other straight people. Like they the only reason that's a stereotype. Yeah, you're bi, right? No, you are. Then I don't understand like why you're up here saying what you're saying if you're bi. Like the stereotypes that are perpetuated aren't perpetuated by the gay people. They're perpetuated by the straight people. No, gay people don't cause shit. No. It's the fact that like there's like this societal stereotype that gay people are supposed to be flamboyant, which is like caused by bro. Listen to me, right? Listen to me, right? No. The fact that like some gay people are flamboyant, this is not the cause of those stereotypes. The cause of the stereotype is the straight people that have created the societal norm that gay people are flamboyant, and that is like somehow wrong, right? But even if this like is a stereotype caused by gay people, it's still not wrong. Why? You know what I mean? And but like you understand how like so far deviated off track we are. Like I honestly just think you want to be up here for the attention. Like I really just think that you want the attention of like 4,000 people, because this is like again like not the debate at hand. Look at the question above your head. Like you already said being gay isn't wrong, and I feel like you're just like venting your frustrations now.
It's an issue that was caused by mass amounts of gay people.
It's not an issue that's caused by mass amounts of gay people. It is an issue that is caused by the creator of the stereotype, which is the straight people.
Okay, so do straight people make gay people flamboyant?
No. Gay people being flamboyant is then taken by straight people and manipulated into being an issue or wrong.
No,
It's not inherently an issue or wrong.
But I'm telling you that stereotype is then imposed, which gay people have kind of gone on with, and it's not a bad thing until it then is imposed on every single person in the LGBTQ community.
So then be mad at who's imposing it. Be mad at who's imposing it, and that's the straight. Like, dude, seriously, be mad at who's imposing it, right?
The stereotype is enforced.
I appreciate you for coming up here. I'm just going to get back on track with more debates on the topic. I appreciate y'all. Guys, we are like so stupidly close to 100,000 followers right now. If you guys are enjoying the debates, tippity tap tap away on that phone screen, and also hit that follow button, baby. Like, y'all already fucking know how it goes here. Like, we're so close to 100,000 followers. Tippity tap tap away on that phone screen. Let's go ahead and move on to our next guest, y'all. Let's see what Evan is all about. Let's see what this man Evan has to say here, chat. What's going on, man? Do you think it's like wrong or like gay? Wrong or moral to be gay? Appreciate that superpower, Jesse.
What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Perfect. So, based off the 5 people that I've been tuned in for not very long, probably like 20 minutes, and not a single person has actually had a valid point. Everyone kind of gets biased, they get their feelings hurt. But I'm here to, actually debate with you.
Sweet.
So if I exit out this app and pull up if I pull up Safari, will it like mute me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, first off,
have a mustache, Adam.
There you go. Hey, first off, I want to ask: are you religious?
No.
You're not a religious man at all. Okay. And your point on being gay wrong is it's not wrong, not immoral, nothing like that.
Oh yeah, it does. So why is it wrong? Come on, Evan.
Okay, perfect. So my first off thing is I want to start out with the point that Miguel made earlier that being gay is a disorder. I completely disagree with that. But what I think is
it's not true.
I know, exactly. What I think is crazy is the fact that being a pedophile is labeled as a mental disorder nowadays. It's completely not. It's not a crime at this point. You can actually get appealed for a 2-month mental disorder and get out of any kind of crime chance in court, which I think is actually insane. So based off of that, if you want to pull up any mental, study, research, that's all kind of fucked in my opinion, due to the fact that being a pedophile and for overage men and women.
What the hell are you saying? Yo, buddy, you gotta stop yapping and make a point, homie.
Nothing I'm saying is yapping. What I'm trying to tell you
You've been
is
yapping for a minute.
you pulled up mental researchers and saying that being gay is not a disorder, but along in their books with the American Psychological Foundation, being a pedophile is labeled mental disorder. It's not a crime.
Okay, sweet. Wait, P3-ophilia is a crime, right? So you understand
Evan,
you understand that like engaging in intercourse with a minor as an adult is a crime, right? And then again, like even if it wasn't, that'd just be like another issue. Like I'd go live with another topic that'd be like P3-ophilia is wrong and should be a crime if it wasn't a crime. So there's like no correlate. Yeah, Evan, what I'm saying here is that there's absolutely like no correlates between these ideals.
I'm pulling up I'm going off the fact when you talked about that being gay is not a mental disorder.
Okay.
Because I can't start talking about religion because you'll completely shut that out.
So wait, are you saying that it is a mental disorder? I'm so confused.
I'm telling you that the whole mental disorder ordeal is already biased as it is. It's completely biased.
Yeah, so I think that you're gonna have to prove that bias.
Proving the bias by telling you if everyone everyone in this can agree that pedophilia is completely fucked and messed up. Correct.
Yeah, correct.
But that same statement goes along with your mental disorder statement you put up earlier, where it can be written off as a mental disorder.
What?
Saying
I think pedophilia is a mental disorder.
in the DSM-5, it's written off as exactly.
Right, because it's
makes
gonna
no
be
sense.
some like psychological impairment that leads to like insane harm and shitty bad things. Are you kidding me? Like that's a terrible like mental like problem that people have. Come on, make a point. Why is being gay wrong?
Morally?
Yeah.
Because it's a sin.
What are you, Christian?
I mean, 75% of U.S. is Christian.
Yeah, so Evan, what verse in the Bible says it's a sin?
I can give you six different points in the Bible where it says being gay is a sin.
Name all of them.
Story of Sodom and Gomorrah, Corinthians and Romans, and Genesis.
Right, so that's only 4. Genesis, so like, yeah, so when we're looking at Genesis,
Okay, so
we're going to
let's
be
go
looking at
Sodom
2.
and
No,
Gomorrah.
Evan, I'm
Talk
going to
about Sodom
discredit
and
this,
Gomorrah.
right?
Talk about Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, so Sodom and Gomorrah, right? So God destroyed the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah because like what was being promoted within the cities is like the rape and assault of angels, not like consensual same-sex relations. Not to mention that consent did not exist in like Greek-Roman culture, so this would also allow for idolatry to be, a perceived notion in which God was condemning. Thank you for that, love you. Then we're looking at like Romans. We're also going to be looking at a misinterpretation of the original Greek text alongside this just dispromoting adultery and the fact that like Roman men would hire like male prostitutes, and this was just like God condemning idolatry, right? And then when we're looking at Corinthians, we're looking at a mistranslation of the original Greek text with the specificalities of the word being used is arseniokai, and arseniokai at its most literal translation cannot be as used as condemnment for homosexuality. And then you also missed a verse. This is going to be Timothy, and then Timothy is going to have the same problems that Corinthians has. And then you also missed 2 other verses in Leviticus, and Leviticus, like God directly states that the rules in which he outlined were specific only to the Israelites living 3,000 years ago because of their differences from the Egyptians or the Canaanites, bro. I'll out Bible the fuck out of like anyone who comes up here, man.
No, you
Come
say
on.
out Bible, but you won't even hear my side on it. What you'll do is you'll be completely biased.
No, this isn't me being biased. This is me being like intelligent.
Okay, question. How old are you?
Me, so I'm 19, and also
So
it's
you're
not an
19
interpretation.
years of
Wait,
education goes
Evan.
against
So
all
nothing.
study.
So nothing I said. Oh wait, no, it's actually not my education. So it's not my 19 years. It's actually like Matthew's 25 years of being like an historian, a professor, a librarian, and fluent within Hebrew and Greek. Like I'm not gonna lie, everything I'm saying, like I didn't just like educate myself on this. I got educated by a fucking master on this. Like I'm being so for real.
And if you're all educated and you go with Matthew and you go if you completely just take the 4 first books of the New Testament, you're gonna say that if you read each one of those, that Jesus' life points towards being gay is okay.
Yeah, it doesn't point towards it being wrong.
Okay. Well, then therefore I can't help you with this. I mean.
No, I mean I can help you with this, right, Evan? Because like when I'm talking about my interpretations of the Bible, like Adam, I really appreciate that gym gun. Thank you so much. Like I'm not just talking about how I'm inferring the text. I'm talking about like the actual societies in which the texts were written and how they were supposed to be inferred by the author, right? So when we're looking at someone like Paul, who wrote in Corinthians and Romans, who we're looking at as a man who lived in Greek-Roman culture where consensual homosexuality did not exist. That was not a thing in Greek-Roman culture. Why? Because consent. Wait, no. Consent didn't exist in Greek-Roman culture. Unironically,
talking about consent.
No. So like Evan, consentful homosexuality didn't exist in that like culture because consent didn't exist. I mean, we could go over the Greek-Roman lexicon on like their laws and their statutes. Like women were like sold off to men to marry, and then were used as baby machines. And then when men got really angry or mad or had these weird desires, Ruby, I really appreciate you for that subscription. Like a rich man could buy a male prostitute and use him as he wished to humiliate him. Male prostitutes were used as a form of idolatry and humiliation. Read the lexicon. Like seriously, read the Roman lexicon.
Hold on. It doesn't matter what point I make. you're just gonna like pull up some notes in front of you and start just reading off. Listen.
I'm not pulling off notes in front of me. I'm just educating you, like unironically.
Okay, you're
Stop
not
getting
educating.
emotional.
I'm trying
Put your
to- I'm
fucking
trying
big boy
to tell
pants
you.
on. Like,
Okay.
put your fucking big boy pants on and engage in the debate in good faith.
It's not okay. Like you're being aggressive in a debate. That's kind of childish.
Yeah,
What
there's
I'm
nothing
trying
debate
to
about
tell-
this.
what
Like,
I'm
the only like
trying-
rebuttals that you've been able to give me are basically you saying, "Oh, whatever I say, I'm just gonna read points off." This is what a debate is. Come on, bro.
Okay, you can't take what I say and then be biased towards it. You have to be open with both ways. And what I told you was
I'm not
is that-
biased against it at all.
Okay, if you want to talk
Stop
about
gaslighting me into
if you
thinking
wanna
that I'm
talk about
biased. I'm
Paul's
just
writing-
educated.
You want to talk about Paul's writing of Romans? He even talks about the drunkards, the sexually impure, the man that sleeps with man like he does with the woman will not inherit the kingdom of God. And the only way into heaven is through Jesus Christ.
Right,
And
Evan,
you
I've
can
already
read,
went over this with
what,
you.
What
Yeah,
about
I've
what
already
about
went-
Paul's writing? What about Paul's writing? Where he says a man that sleeps with a man like he sleeps with a woman will not inherit the kingdom of God. What about that is interpreted? Because it says it word for word.
Yeah, so what we're talking about is the original word malakoi, which Paul wrote within Romans, being misinterpreted in newer translations. Like, you understand it didn't say man on man in Romans until 1946 with newer translations. And then B, in Greek-Roman culture, which is what Paul lived in, thank you so much for that, had a mustache. When a man would sleep with a man, it wasn't consensual. It wasn't love. When a man would sleep with a man in Greek-Roman culture, it was doing so as a male prostitute. Homosexuality did not exist in Greek-Roman culture as it does today. Read the lexicon. Literally, I could no, just listen. No, just listen, Evan. No, like listen, Evan. No, Evan. I'm not done talking. Literally, read the Roman lexicon. Homosexuality wasn't a thing. Like, that wasn't a word. It wasn't an expression of love. It wasn't a consentful act. It wasn't two like men liking each other and living out their lives happily. It was idolatry. It was business owners like enslaving young men and selling them to old men so the old men can take their frustrations out on them. It was not viewed as a form of same-sex attraction or consensual intercourse or love. It was a form of sexual misconduct in the form of idolatry. That was the only form of homosexuality that existed in Greek-Roman culture. And you cannot argue with this. I could send you the lexicon. I can literally send you the laws. I can send you the notes. I can send you the historical account of this. Like this isn't debatable.
Let me say one thing. You just said that every single act of homophobic act of people being gay back then was just being prostitution. That completely doesn't, because all homophobic acts and people being gay back then was done under the rug.
Oh no. No, it wasn't done under the rug because it was condoned. This is what I'm talking about. The lexicon, bro. It wasn't done under the rug because it was legal. Wait, no. It wasn't swept under the rug because it was quite literally legal. It was encouraged. There was like specific businesses where they it was legal to enslave young men and sell them as male prostitutes.
Okay, so
you don't know what you're talking about. Like, Mel, I appreciate what you're talking about. You don't know what you know. You don't have a clue what you're talking about.
When someone makes a point, and if anyone else joins this live, when someone makes a point,
stop crying, Evan.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm crying 100%. Look, man, I joined your live to give you points, and you won't hear mine out. You will instantly.
Evan, no, I'm hearing them out, but you're wrong because you don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You're saying,
what you're talking about right now, you're like talking about shit that isn't true. When you say that homosexuality did exist and was swept under the rug in Greek-Roman culture, that is not true. And like the lexicon, their codes of conducts and their laws disagree with you. Like, it is objectively untrue.
The Bible's not true. 75% of the United States believes in the Bible. Lives out of Christian.
Evan, stop gaslighting. That's not what I'm saying. Well, I do think that, but no, you are. No, what you said is that homosexuality was swept under the rug. And that is untrue.
Okay, I never said that. This is what you said. You said that homophobic and people being gay back then was only done through prostitution.
Yes, that is absolutely true.
But that isn't true. You're saying that when Paul
How do you know that's not true?
You pulled up one source.
No. So the thing is my sources are like historians, professors, theologians, individuals who have been studying this for like the last 25 through 35
And
years of their lives,
all
individuals who
those
are
all
fluent in
those
Hebrew and
people
Greek.
speak
And then also the big
non-Christian.
one, and then the big one is their actual law.
Wait,
Their law. Greek Roman
what do you mean?
law. That is the big source. No, Evan, I'm done with this conversation, man, because like you can't accept like this isn't like nothing about what I'm saying is like it's not subjective. It's not for inference. When we're talking about Greek law and when we're talking about Roman when we're talking about like Roman lexicon, when we're talking about like the historical recounts that we actually have of their law, it's not something that's up for debate. You know what I mean? Like when we're talking about like the inferences of the individuals who wrote the Bible, thank you so much for the hat and mustache. Like, and when we're talking about professors and librarians and theologians and historians, even one that I could get up here, I could send this to someone and have them up here in 10 seconds. Like, yeah, no. Then you just say, oh, that's not true. Yeah, no, you're just incorrect. Like, educate yourself on history. But we're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest here, y'all. Let's go ahead and get Joe up here. Paige, I appreciate that. Love you. Marquito, thank you for that little crown. And I mean, I seriously, I hope everyone in chat like cries about that. Like, continue crying, continue spamming LVN, because like you're just like you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Gay liberal, I appreciate that subscription. Thank you so much. What's up, Joe? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay? All right, we're gonna go to move on to the next guest here. It's like when we're talking about like the actual lexicon of societies, like you guys just aren't educated on it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if we are to talk about them, we got to be educated on what we're talking about. And then, like, when you just call education false, like, you're just like, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? What up, Hunter? Do you think it's, like, wrong or moral to be gay?
Wrong.
Okay, you're, like, 10 years old. Unfortunately, you got to be 18 to be on a TikTok Live, but I appreciate you for coming up here. Let's go ahead and move on to our next guest. Let's go ahead and get Rory up here. Appreciate you for that had a mustache page. All right, we're going to go in and talk to our next guest. Let's go ahead and get Flacco up here, guys. By the way, if we're enjoying the debates, make sure we're tapping away in that phone screen. We are 49,000 likes away, Hassan. Thank you so much. From 1 million likes. And then we're also 900 followers away from 100,000. If this button right here is red, hit that shit, make it go white. Let's try to hit 100,000 followers. It's just insane. What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Yeah, I think it's wrong to be gay.
Okay, why?
I think it's wrong to be gay because we were meant to be gay. So
well, wait, we quite literally were, because people are gay
I don't
because
know.
of now just listen, right? You made a statement. I'm going to respond to that statement and then you can talk again.
Okay.
People were meant to be gay because that's how they were like anatomically designed. Like science has shown us, research has shown us that like sexual like orientation is based off of physicalities of the brain and physicalities of the genome, with these physicalities starting development at 8 weeks gestation and them developing naturally, right? So people were meant to be gay because they're like how their brain
wait.
was structured.
Can I
made
say
them
something?
gay.
Okay, you said people were meant to be gay.
Yeah, because that's how they were designed. Unfortunately, that's how they were
I don't
designed
know.
under your worldview. Unfortunately, right?
Well, I don't know about people were meant to be gay. I mean, how if people were meant to be gay, how if everybody was meant to be gay according to you, how would we reproduce? How would we reproduce?
I never said that everyone was meant to be gay,
No,
because
you
straight people are meant. Wait, no. So see,
just
straight
said
people
that
are meant to be
people were
straight.
meant to be gay.
All right, Flacco. So straight people are meant to be straight, and gay people are meant to be gay. What am I even saying when I say this? Like, what do I mean when I'm saying this? Like the brains of gay people, like, developed in utero in such a way that, like, inclined them to be attracted to individuals of the same sex, right? Because they have larger anterior commissures, they have differing physicalities of the AI NH3 subsection of the hypothalamus, and then they also have, like, you know, like, correlations between the XQ23 chromosome within their genome. In the same way that the other correlations exist within straight people. They were meant to be gay because they were biologically designed in that manner.
Okay, you said that they're biologically okay, but look, people, psychopaths, and all that, they have like similar brain structures and stuff.
No, they do not. Well, actually, yeah, they do, because there's going to be like
Okay,
no
so
like wait, no, hold up, 1 second.
is it
They're going to
okay
have
to be
similar
a
brain
psychopath?
structures because like the brain structure doesn't change. Like we don't see like traits associated to the brain of only psychopaths.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, name a study.
I don't know how to name a study, but I know that there is.
Yeah, name a study.
Okay, but just because people
Also,
just
1
because
million
you were
likes. I
born
appreciate you so
some
much.
just because you were born something doesn't mean it's right.
Okay, so now you could argue that. Sure, you could argue that. And like, listen, like what I'm saying is if like psychopaths had like different brain structures than non-psychopaths, then those psychopaths would have still like they would have meant to like it would like they would have meant to be psychopaths is what I'm trying to explain to you. But you're right. Just because you're born away doesn't make it right. Right? So we have to offer justification as to why it's wrong. In the case of like someone that's a psychopath, it'd be because of like what they do and why it's wrong. So now
Yeah.
explain to me like what gay people do and why it's wrong.
What gay people do and why it's wrong. Okay. I mean, I don't study none of this. I don't know nothing, but I mean, God says it's wrong. And
Yeah, where
we're
in the
probably
Bible does
not
God say it's
religious.
wrong?
You said what?
What verse in the Bible says it's wrong?
Okay, I don't know, bro. I'm not the smartest person ever. I'm not nothing,
Yeah,
but
God doesn't say
I
it's
just know
wrong.
it's
Don't make that
wrong.
claim unless you could substantiate it. Next point, come on.
Bro, God says that males are supposed to be females and females were supposed to be males.
That's not true.
He said that they're supposed to be together. Okay, but I don't know. But I
Why
don't
is
know.
being gay wrong? Why is can you please explain to me how like same-sex attraction is immoral?
Because it is.
Yet why is it?
Because it is.
So that's obviously not any form of justification. That's completely
You don't
rational.
have to. You don't have to justify something for it to be wrong.
Okay, so if like a racist white man said that being black is wrong, and then when asked for his reasoning, and he just says because it is, like that's going to be valid.
Yeah,
That's going to be
but
justified.
That's different. That's different. That's way different.
Oh, that's always so different. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, both are form of unjustified prejudice held against other individuals based upon traits in which they cannot control and do not generate any harm.
You said what?
Don't even worry about it, man. So put on your big boy pants, turn your brain on, put that thinking cap on. I'm not here to like talk to people that have like room to Kelvin IQs and give me a reason why it's wrong to be gay.
You just have hella things like little facts and stuff. Just
Oh my god! Wait, I do have hella facts.
doesn't mean it's true. Just because you.
Do you understand what you just said? Just because
Yeah.
I have facts doesn't make them true.
Hey, there's
But
hella.
like in order to
there's
listen,
hella-
Alex, like you understand that in order for something to be considered a fact, it must necessarily and objectively be true. So what you just said is just because you have facts doesn't mean they're facts.
Okay, yeah, but you.
How stupid does that sound?
You're saying why is being gay wrong? There's no fact to that.
Oh! Good job, good job. Oh,
Okay,
Alex, you're almost there. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. You're halfway there, Alex.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, you didn't get what I'm
Great.
saying. You didn't get what I'm
Great. You're
saying.
halfway there.
You didn't get what I'm saying.
No, that was great. You're right. There isn't.
Oh my god. You didn't get what I'm saying.
No, I got it perfectly. You're right. There's no facts to substantiate the ideology that being gay is going to be wrong.
But it's because I didn't come prepared. I just kind of joined, so.
Fucking I know, man. I could tell. No
I mean,
one comes
you-
prepared.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
know.
such thing as like
You're hella
preparedness when it
prepared.
comes to like when it comes to like prejudices aren't prepared because when you
You're
do prepare,
hella
you no
prepared.
longer
You get
hold
what
the
I'm saying?
prejudice.
So how am I gonna go up against you when you know all these things?
Because I'm
and
Dean
whatever?
fucking Withers. No one
And
can
I
go up
mean-
against Dean fucking
And
Withers.
I
Come on,
mean,
man.
this is your opinion and whatever.
Wait,
and I
hold
have
up.
my
Wait, no.
opinion.
It's not my opinion that being gay is rooted within like biology and anatomy. It's actually like scientific fact published in the National Institute of Health and PubMed, backed by the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research in conjunction
Okay,
with the
but
Center for Neurodoctrine
look,
Studies at the University of
nowadays-
Pittsburgh, Massachusetts, and the Center for Neurochronology at the UCLA. Then we could just go on from like study to 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 study,
Okay,
man.
but you don't
And
know
we
if
go
that's
all day
actually
with the studies.
true. Bro, the government tries to control you and stuff. You don't know.
Yeah,
if
well,
it's
good thing
actually
that these
true.
institutions are not owned or ran by the government.
Okay. Well, nowadays you got people saying that
leaders.
they're gay. People say that they're gay just to seek attention, just to stuff like that. People say that they're gay just to seek.
Appreciate that, Hannah Ark Bailey. So wait, so you're saying that people are gay just to seek attention?
Yeah.
Wait, so did they just like, I just want to like point out how absurd this is. So did like gay men and specifically just like increase the size of their interior commission to seek attention? Ruby, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that, Swan. Or did like gay men like specifically like self-align with some like correlation of the XQ23 chromosome to seek attention?
Bro, I don't know what you're saying, bro. You're saying a whole bunch of stuff, like...
Yeah, don't even worry about it, man. Also, everyone, thank you so much for 1 million likes. Let's keep tippity-tap-tapping away on that phone screen and hit that follow button. We're so close to
Wait,
100K.
can I ask
We're
something?
literally
Can I ask
800
something?
followers away from 100K. Also, Alex, thank you so much for that Venmo, man. Alex W in the chat, thank you so much for that $20. Alex W, thank you so much. But yeah, go ahead. What's up? Go ahead.
What's it called? I'm gonna ask, wait, are you gay?
No, I'm straight. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to a guest that has like an above Kelvin room temp IQ. Please pick up a book, but I appreciate you coming up here. We're going to go and move on to our next guest here. Let's go to talk to Saxon Roberts, guys. Let's go ahead and talk to Saxon Roberts. What's going on, Mr. Saxon? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay? Thank you so much for those hand hearts.
Yes, I think it's wrong. God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, baby.
Well, God didn't make Adam and Steve, but neither did he make Adam and Eve. Orion, one of the most prolific and influential Christian theologians of all time, says in his writing that Adam and Eve is a parable, fictitious symbolic story, and this is like the group consensus among other Christian theologians, like St. Augustine in his book, like City of God, or just like quite literally any other theologian of all time. So when you say that, like what you're saying is nonsense. Thank you for that, Cap. And I'm pretty sure he ran. All right, Semester Saxon. All right, we're going to go and move on to the next guest. By the way, hop in those guest requests if you think that you can defeat the one, the only Dean fucking Withers. I am undefeatable, chat. I am undefeatable. Thank you for that cowboy hat. Just kidding. Oh, man. What's going on, Andrew? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay? Yo, Local Rat, thank you so much for that glowing jellyfish. Thank you so much. All right, man. Yo, dude just dipped. By the way, that was just a joke, guys. I was just joking about that whole little undefeatable thing. That was actually a joke. I'm just joking. What's up, Aiden? Do you think it's like wrong or moral to be gay? Steph, thank you so much for the epic GGs. What's up,
I think
Aiden?
it's very wrong.
Why? Aiden, thank you.
I said I think it's very wrong.
And I asked you why.
Well, I think it's because we're supposed to reproduce and not like have sexual intercourse with each other, buddy.
So being gay is wrong because it can't reproduce?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're bringing up that paper again.
Is
Oh, shit.
infertility wrong, Aiden?
Nah.
What do we see here, Aiden? Read it off, Aiden. Read it off. What we see is being gay leads to no reproduction, in the same sense that infertility leads to no reproduction. So if you are going to sit here and tell me that it's wrong to be this because it leads to that, but tell me it's not wrong to be this even though it leads to that, you're just contradictive. Sophia, thank you so much
honestly,
for the $14
what that says,
Venmo. Get
the
fucking
paper
grabbed.
says
Get
you're a
fucking
bitch,
grabbed.
bro. You're a bitch.
Oh, all I hear is an
I'll be honest
emotional
right now.
man with a fragile
You're small
ego.
as shit.
So mad at
You're
the
small
fact.
as
No,
shit.
Aiden. All I hear is an emotional man with a fragile ego, absolutely fucking whining about the fact that, like, you see Dean fucking Withers just shooting you the fuck down, intellectually swan diving onto your unsubstantiated, ignorant, irrational prejudice that you hold against gay people. Get graphed, get cleared. I'm Dean fucking Withers. What the hell do you have to say, Aiden?
I think you're a bitch made. I think you're small as shit. I think you're really weak. Yo, talk to me when you can bench 405.
Keep whining. Say some more, Aiden. Come on. That's all you got?
Yeah, bro.
Come on,
you
Aiden.
bitch.
Come on, Aiden.
Really come
Yeah,
on
well,
here
this
just to start shit
yeah,
with
well, this
people.
BITCH just DUNKED on you and your ignorant
Not ignorant. I just
values,
think you're a
beliefs,
dumbass for real.
prejudice.
I really think you're a dumbass. I'll be
Yeah.
honest,
Oh, you got anything else, Aiden? You got anything else? Come on, wind it up, bro.
bro.
What else you got?
I just think you're dumb as shit, bro. Like you come on here to start
Yeah, keep whining,
shit
you
with other
emotional
people.
man. Keep
Bro,
whining, you
you literally
emotional man.
keep starting shit with other people.
Yeah,
Like you
keep
literally
whining,
say the same
emotional
thing over
man.
and over
Yo,
again.
chat. Yo, can I get like an emotional man L right now? Can I get like an emotional man L?
Bro, you literally keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Aiden, what does CRY spell?
I called your mother last night. I'm
Yo,
about
Aiden,
fucking
what
her
is CR?
stepdad.
Yo, Haley, I appreciate that Venmo. Yo, what is Aiden? Aiden, what does CRY spell?
Your mom.
I say okay, so you can't spell either. I mean, honestly, that's not too
Nah, I can
unexpected.
spell.
Hayden,
You're just a
Hayden, CRY
dumbass.
spells cry, and
I'm
cry
not gonna
about
cry.
what?
I'm good.
Cry
I'm
about
not.
it, Aiden. Thank you for coming up. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guys. Anton, I appreciate you for those hand hearts. Maggie, I appreciate you for that Venmo. Sophia, I appreciate you for that Venmo. We're going fucking crazy. We're going fucking crazy. Everyone, share the live to a couple friends. Tippity tap away in that phone screen. And most importantly, let's get to 100,000 followers. I appreciate that, Lemonade. Guys, hit that follow button if you haven't already. And the only reason I'm pushing it so hard is because I'm so close to 100,000 followers. We are 700 followers away from 100,000. But let's go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what Cameron has to say. I appreciate that confetti, but thank you so much. Let's see what Cameron has to say, chat. What's up, Cameron? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Ryan, appreciate that, Corgi. Come on, Cameron, unmute that mic. Lisa with the Galaxy, thank you. We're almost halfway to our Galaxy live goal. Cameron drop, appreciate you for this hand hearts. You guys are going crazy. You guys are going crazy on the gifts right now. Steph, thank you for the Galaxy. What's up? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
What I think that it is wrong, but I'm not the one to judge people that do it.
Yeah, why is it wrong?
It's just my religion.
Yeah, what's your religion?
So it's Christianity.
Yeah, where in the Christian Bible does it say homosexuality is wrong? Martin,
It
thank you so much
says-
for the $15.
One
Martin
second.
W.
Sorry, one second.
Can I just tell them? Can I just tell them to you so you don't have to research? Like, open up your Bible and like go through the pages.
Good.
Yeah, so Leviticus. Yo, Matthew, appreciate that Galaxy, and Judah for that elephant trunk. So we're going to be looking at Leviticus, Genesis, Romans, Corinthians, Timothy. Yeah, in Leviticus,
Alright.
God was only talking directly to the Israelites and their differences from the Egyptians or the Canaanites. Genesis was Sodom and Gomorrah. God destroyed those cities because of rape and assault, not consensual same-sex relations. Romans, this was a misinterpretation of Greek-Roman culture at the time in the context of how homosexuality was viewed. Romans, then Corinthians and Timothy, Mars, I appreciate that Galaxy, were mistranslations of the text. So yeah, just steamrolled through every verse in the Bible that you could have named that to say that being gay is wrong. Do you have anything else to say?
Wait, which one did you say about Leviticus? Are you talking about Leviticus 2013?
Yeah, I'm talking about Leviticus 2013 and 1823.
So they're proven to be wrong?
Nope. If you read verse 23 of 20, God directly states that the rules in which he outlined were specifically only for the Israelites and their differences from the Egyptians and the Canaanites, because the Egyptians and the Canaanites practice ritualistic, gay orgies. Landon, thank you so much for the money gun to pray to their false gods. Scotty, thank you for that Venmo. Scotty W in the chat, thank you so much for the $20.
Alright, but in Mark 10:6-9, it says, from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. Why didn't he just make male and male?
Yeah, because we observe homosexuals, we observe straight individuals, and then we observe heterosexual intercourse being the only means of the furthered continuance of the species.
Well, I respect what you do. I'm not gonna, be like one of those other guys that, the Aiden. I'm not gonna be that guy. But I respect that you're doing this. I'm not gonna judge anybody for doing anything like this. I love everybody. I hope you have an amazing day.
Peace out, Ethan. Respect for the last guy. Wait, Ethan W. Not gonna lie. Ethan W. All right, let's go to talk to Ross Sports over here, y'all. How close are we to 100K? We're 600 followers away. Everyone hit that follow button. We're 600 followers away from 100K. Thank you so much for the elephant drunk. Thank you so much, Hassan. What's up, Ross? Do you think it's like wrong or moral to be gay?
I actually, to be honest, I don't have too much of an opinion on it, but I wanted to ask you a question if that's okay. And
Yeah,
like,
go for it.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful about it. I just want to like know what you think. Like, if you're asking why is being gay wrong, and obviously you don't think it is, do you think it's right then to be
I
gay?
think it's
or
amoral. It just simply is.
It's immoral, okay.
No,
And then
it's
for the Adam,
amoral.
oh, amoral, okay. And then for the Bible thing, my question about Adam and Eve, when you talked about it being a parable or whatever, my question with that is like, there are a lot of parables in Matthew, obviously, that's like kind of prevalent for parables, and for each one in a typical Bible, it's kind of titled as a parable. Why wouldn't that be, I guess, written as that in Genesis when they talk about Adam and Eve, if it actually is a parable?
Yeah, because the second book of Genesis was rewritten like 500 years later. That's not talked about, though. And then also not to mention, if you don't think it's a parable and it's historical fact, well, then you're going to have to deal with like the lineage contradictions between Genesis and Mark. And then you're also going to have to deal with young earth creationism that says that the earth is like 10,000 years old. And that's what happens if you accept it as fact. And this is why it's discounted by all Christian theologians. But I appreciate you for coming up here, Ross. I appreciate your
Yeah,
questions. I hope
no,
you
I
have a good one,
appreciate
man.
you, man.
Of course, have a good one, man. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. Bayla's live? Yo, Lauren, appreciate the call out. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest here has to say, chat. Let's go ahead and see who the next victim is. Jackson, hop up here. We're so close to 100K followers. That's just absurd. 500 followers away from 100K, guys. Hit that follow button. What's up, Jackson? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
I think biblically you should not be gay.
Okay. Jackson, hop back in the request. I'm going to get a secular argument just because, like, for the last 30 minutes, I've had biblical guests. Just hop back in those requests, man. I'll get to you. We've just had one too many in a row. Just had one too many in a row, man. We're going to go ahead and see what Matt has to say here. Moving on. What's up, Matt? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay? Lauren, I appreciate that hand art.
Well, the actually being gay, I don't think that's wrong, but like people around it, like when you force your kids like sexuality, then I just don't think
You
that's
can't
right.
force sexuality on kids because sexuality is dependent upon one's like neurocognition of like the size of their anterior cortex. Sorry, Matt, thank you so much for that subscription. Like the size of their anterior commissure, alongside other traits of the AI NH3 subsection hypothalamus. And you're 16. Moving on to the next guest. Appreciate that call out, chat. I need to start asking. Let's go ahead and see what Kai has to say. I appreciate that call out from y'all, chat. Big sigh, y'all. Make sure we're tippity tapping away on that phone screen. I'm gonna start calling the likes out every 100,000. There's 400,000. Sorry, there's 4K people in here right now. No reason why we shouldn't be at 1.5 million likes in the next 5 minutes. Everyone tap. What's up, Kai? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's good?
Yeah, personally,
Why?
huh?
Why?
Obviously, man's a Muslim and the Quran doesn't support it.
All right, so the Quran does and doesn't support a lot of things, such as its support for slavery.
Listen.
Its support for like unaliving non-believers.
It's the only
support
book
for
that
cutting
hasn't been
people's hand.
updated.
Bro, it's like its support for cutting people's hands off if they steal. Its support for lashes for fornication, and its support for Prophet Muhammad, who married a 6-year-old and then slept with her when she was 9.
What the fuck are you on about? What are you on about?
About a lot of the bad things in the Quran.
Alright, good to know, bro.
You got anything
Listen,
else?
bro, I just want to say something.
Go for it.
I want to say that you're retarded.
Yeah, I'm sure that really, stuck with a lot of people. You really made a good statement there that really resides with a lot of people, and it's the best comeback ever. In fact, that just like discredited.
you have
like,
no comeback after that.
everything I argue. Yeah, my comeback is that you're just like so ignorant. Yeah, that's also
Bro,
a
you have
slur.
no
We should
valid-
like try not to use those. Thank you for that heart, Mikai. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see Oh, who do we want to talk to here, chat? Let's go ahead and see what Robbie has to. Actually, let's go ahead and see what Aaron has to say. Y'all want a girl? Girl, I see the girl comments. Yeah, I'll get a girl up here next. By the way, guys, if this button right here is red, hit that shit, make it go white. If you're enjoying the content, hit that follow button. We are 500 followers away from 100,000, which is just insane. What's up, Aaron? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Hey, just want to come on. I don't think it's
Matt, thank you.
wrong to be gay, but I just was curious, why do people rely so much on the Bible and the religion for?
Yeah, blind faith, man. Blind faith. I used to be a victim of it myself. Aaron, I appreciate you for coming up here, man. Have a good one, man. It's just indoctrination. Thank you so much for that money gun, Matt. I really appreciate it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a woman up here. Let's get a woman up here. Let's talk to a woman. Have we had a single woman up here and like on this stream or like in a long time? I don't think we have. What's up, Maddie? Do you think that being gay is gonna be wrong or moral?
I don't think it is, because I just want to clarify with a lot of people who don't seem to understand that it is not a choice to be gay. As someone who
Right.
is a part of the community and has a parent a part of the community, you are born that way.
Right, you absolutely are correct, Maddie. I appreciate you for coming up here. I'm gonna go and move on to some opposition. You absolutely are correct. Let's go ahead and move on to our next guest. Let's go ahead and talk to Abby here, folks. Make sure we're sharing the live with our friends. We're at 1K shares right now. I bet we could hit 2K shares. Everyone, share the live with a friend.
What's
too. What's
up?
up, Abby? How old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay, unfortunately, you got to be 18 to be on the TikTok lives, but I do appreciate you for coming up here. We'll get a girl up here. Sorry, a woman up here. We're gonna get a woman up here, guys. I haven't had a debate with a woman on this in a long time. So like, let me like just scroll through my requests and find someone. What about Arzo here? Next guest is loading in here. Unfortunately, Arzo is not connecting. Still looking for a woman to get up here. Let's say, oh, Ashley. Let's talk to Ashley. Oh, Ashley is loading in here. What's up, Ashley? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
I do not think it is, but
Okay,
I also
unfortunately-
think that wrong is a hard way to.
Unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition, but I do appreciate you for coming up here, man. Make sure if we are in the request that we do think it is going to be like wrong or moral to be gay, guys. Let's go ahead and talk to Andrea. We're in the requests. I'm just looking for some debates, man. I'm just looking for some debates. What's up, Andrea? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Well, to me, I don't think it's right, but that's
Oh, wait, she said don't think it's right. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. Yo, re-request. But nah, she was definitely minor. Haley, thank you for that Venmo. Nothing but Haley. Are you in my guest requests? It's my fault, guys. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I'm pretty sure she was minor. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got scared. I thought that she was minor, guys. Thank you for the harmony. I seriously, I think that she was minor. Yeah, she was a minor. All right, I'm so glad. Happy that you validated that for me. She was a minor, guys. What's up, man? Do you think that being gay is gonna be wrong or immoral? Oh, apparently not. We're gonna go to move on here. Haley also, this girl named Haley Venmoed me and told me to let her up, but I don't see her request. I'm sorry, Haley. Persephone, thank you so much for the hand hearts. It's good to see you, Persephone. It's good to see you, Persephone. What's up, Savannah? How old are you? How old are you, Savannah? Okay, guys. We're gonna keep trying. I'm not, never back down, never what? You know what I mean? Appreciate you for that, Rose. Never back down, never what? What up, Book? Do you think Book? That's a funny name. Sorry, I'm laughing at your name. For that. Do you think that it's like wrong or immoral to be gay?
Listen, I was gonna come up here and talk as a joke and be like, I hate gay people, but now that I'm actually on here, I can't. I think it's so right. I think it's a choice.
That would have been funny. I appreciate you for coming up. I appreciate you. All right. I think Andrea in the chat said that she was not a minor, apparently, according to someone. Hey, how old are you?
I'm 20.
All right. Why do you think being gay is wrong?
Well, that's because of my religion, but I did have a question.
Sure.
So before I came to God, I was gay, and I genuinely had a lot of feelings towards women. And I was just wondering how you could explain that to when I came to faith. I've never once felt like that about a woman again, and I'm genuinely in love with like men.
Yeah, I don't know. Like cognitive like bias or like personal indoctrination, or are you just like convincing yourself to some degree that you're like not attracted to women anymore? I mean, like The reason I say this is because, like, look, when we're looking at like conversion therapy, like from 1950 until 1913 was when it was really popular. Then also, yeah, just bisexual. John, I appreciate that $5. Thank you so much. When we're looking at like conversion therapy, which was like the idea that like like you could convert a gay man or like a gay person into a non-gay person, like majority like the major proponents of this. I actually posted a TikTok video on this right before I went live, but the major proponents of this were like ex-gay men that stopped being gay apparently, and then opened these ex-gay conversion therapy organizations, and then what we saw was like literally every single one of them, like this ex-gay leader, ended their organization, came out and said that they were still gay, and apologized for their atrocities against like the community, right? So like what we have observed is like some type of ability to be brainwashed.
So do you believe, like, if I if I wasn't Christian anymore, do you genuinely believe I think like I would go back to women?
I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're even telling the truth. Yeah, no.
Even if it wasn't my situation, just as like a person that was into women, found God, isn't into women, and then lost God.
I just I don't think you're telling the truth.
What? Why is that?
Yeah, because like that's not possible.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so you can't
How is
find
that?
God and then stop being bisexual. Like, I mean, you could potentially have got like indoctrinated.
I found God, and he showed me so much grace, and he showed me so much love, and he comforted me through that. When I convinced myself that being gay
Mm.
wasn't wrong while I was Christian.
I mean, yeah,
And
because it's not because that's the truth. I mean, you know, like the closest human alive to God is gonna be Pope Francis, and then even Pope
right.
Francis is like being gay is chill, being gay is totally fine. So like this narrative that like God made you not gay when like the closest human alive to God says that being gay is okay, like what we're looking at is probably indoctrination, and it's probably not your fault.
So you
Understand what I'm saying?
yeah. Well,
Coercion.
well, I always thought, like if okay, hypothetically, let's say God 100% says gay is wrong and God is real, right?
Okay.
And so if I find God and he tells me being gay is wrong, but I convince myself that God is telling me, no, gay is fine, right? Like,
Well,
and I
then we
still
just have the problem of free will, right? So like now, like if you want to really get into it, hypothetically God's real and hypothetically God says being gay is wrong, then hypothetically if you came to God and then he made you not gay, he's imposing upon your free will, which would contradict his own teaching, right? So like
well,
you've had this free will to, like be gay, right? And then by God imposing upon that, that's just contradicting, his teaching of free will in the Bible. But honestly, man, I'm gonna move on to the next guest. I do appreciate you coming up here, Andrea. I hope you have a great night. And then if you're telling the truth, if you're telling the truth, DM me. If you're telling the truth, DM me. Oh, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest here. Let's go to talk to the scoop, guys. Let's go to talk to the scoop. Everyone, tippity tap away on that phone screen. We're at 1.3, guys. Thank you so much for 1.3 million likes here. We're also over half the way to our live goal of the 10 galaxies. And hit that follow button if you haven't yet. We are so close to 100K. Seriously, hit that follow button. 400 followers away. Hit that shit. But what up, the scoop? Do you think that being
What
gay is gonna
up?
be wrong or immoral?
Well, how do I say this? I think, and I'm coming from it from a completely different aspect, but the only reason I hopped on here was because I listened to you the other night and you intrigued me by your intelligence. First off, let me say that. And hey, what's
Thank you,
up with
Max.
your heart? Thank you. You're welcome. But I'm going to tell you, knowledge is powerful, dude, but so is spiritual application. There is a spiritual application. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about spiritual. And I'm talking about from the beginning that when everything started. And I know, sounds like to me that you
Why is being gay wrong?
have why is being gay wrong? I don't want to say it's wrong, dude. I really don't.
Okay.
I want to say that it's a choice that people make and they have free will. You have a choice if you want to believe that it's wrong, and you have a choice that you want to believe it's not.
Wait,
It's
a
that
choice to be
simple.
gay or a choice to think it's right or wrong?
A choice to be gay.
Oh yeah, can you wait? Hey, the scoop. I just got a question real quick. A big question.
Okay.
Do you have a
Okay.
choice to change the size of the anterior commissure inside of your brain?
No. Can you explain that?
Yeah, sure. So what we see from the study behind me, DOI 10.1073/PNOS.89.15/7199, is that gay people have larger anterior commissures. I appreciate you for that superpower.
Okay, so my perspective on that is this. And I know I want to be so very cautious because I am a believer. But what I will say is this. I've had my own experiences, honestly, and I was in a lot of confusion about
Krista,
it.
thank you for that galaxy. Thank you so much, Chris. So 88% to the live goal. Now, what I'm saying is that being gay is not a choice. Appreciate you for that superpower. Haley, appreciate you for that dollar. Because being gay isn't like, it's something that's not navigated by like conscious decision, but like rather by the physicalities of your brain. Christine, thank you for that galaxy, right?
Yeah.
So when we talk about like sexual orientation and attraction, like you can't choose those. Like the scoop, can you choose to be attracted to the floor right now?
You went through this the other night
With Parker,
somebody else.
I did. I went through it with Parker. Like you
Yeah,
can't
you
choose your
did.
sexual attractions, and this like you can't choose
No,
your
I
orientation.
think. Okay, but are you talking about emotion or are you talking about sexual?
Talking about sexual arousal, and sexual attraction, and then emotional connection does play into this because this is like the only way that allow for the advent of a relationship. You cannot choose your attraction.
You cannot choose your attraction. I disagree with you because
Yeah.
you're
So
not
what's your
attracted.
basis, bro? Because like the scoop, like this, like tell me, please. Science like disagrees with you. The Netherlands Institute for Brain Research, the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh, Massachusetts, Center for Neurochronology at UCLA, they disagree with you because they have science to back the fact that gay people have varying physicalities of their brains. If it was a choice, then we wouldn't see like that, like a parent choice being aligned with like variations of like your genetic code or the way in which your brain is structured. And if it's a choice, then we definitely wouldn't observe it within animals. Can fruit flies make conscious decisions? Fuck no, they can't. But we still observe homosexuality within them. You know what I mean? And it's like then like even to build upon that, can you choose to be attracted to the floor? No, I couldn't. As hard as I could ever try, I could never choose to be attracted to the floor. Like a car, a chicken, my mom, a 3-year-old. No, I could never choose to be attracted to any three of those things. And then even me as a straight man, I'm sitting here telling you that the thought of me engaging in homosexual intercourse with another man is disgusting. I could never choose to be attracted to another man. Never, ever, ever, ever. Monica, I appreciate that. Love you. And this isn't me being like hateful because a gay man would say the same thing about like heterosexual relations. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So it's not a choice. And then also, if it was a choice, then why do we see gay people making that choice, and why do we see them making that choice forever?
I never said it was a choice. What I said
You
was
did.
it's.
You did.
I said no. It's not what I said. I said it begins in a spiritual place. Everything begins in a spiritual place from the moment you are conceived.
No. It begins in anatomy. It begins in biological development. It begins with the inactivation or the activation of the SRY gene at about 8 weeks gestation. It begins with like that in correlation to like hormonal regulation, hormonal configuration, the chromosomal structure. It does not begin with spirituality.
No, I said that at the moment of conception.
And you said it was a choice. The scoop, you said that being gay was a choice. You said it 3 times.
I think you have a choice whether or not you're going to act on your, how you're made up. I mean, the lady just said before.
No, you said being gay was a choice, and now you're saying that gay sex is a choice. Well, yeah, gay sex is a choice.
Yeah, absolutely. It is
straight
a choice.
sex is a choice too. Yeah, why is that wrong?
Well, let me ask you this: do you think that fornication is wrong?
Yeah, define fornication.
Between 2 people that are not married.
Yeah, no, I don't think that that's wrong. But even if like I accept like your Christian worldview, 2 gay men can be married. So.
Okay, but I'm not coming from it. I said I'm coming from it from a spiritual standpoint.
No, you're coming from it from a Christian standpoint.
No, hear me out. Just hear me
Scoop,
out.
I appreciate you, dude.
Hold
Make your
on.
last statement, then I'm going to move on to the next guest.
Okay. Not everything is scientific.
Yes, it is.
Everything starts out spiritual.
That's not true.
I can prove it. I can prove it.
Prove it.
Well, first off, when you were conceived in your mother's womb, when everyone was conceived in their mother's womb, they weren't created by God. That's where people get it wrong. It says that Eve was the mother of the living. Reproduction is what creates people, and through
We're going up here, man. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest here. We're gonna go to talk to Butterbillions here. Guys. If we're enjoying the debate, make sure we're tapping away on that phone screen. Let's get up to 1.5 million likes, guys. Also hit that follow button. Oh, hello. Oh, you got a crazy echo. I'm gonna move on to the next guest. Yeah, she was kind of yapping, guys. She was yapping. Let's go ahead and get Mason up in here. If you think that being gay is gonna be wrong or moral, go ahead and hop in those guest requests, guys. We're gonna go to talk to the next guest. What's up, Mason? Do you think that being gay is gonna be wrong or moral?
I honestly, I'm kind of on the fence, and I have gay people in my life that I care deeply about, but I still am not sure if it's good for them, and I've listened to your things a lot, and I also think that you're pretty smart, and I'm
Why is it
interested.
wrong to be gay?
Okay, so do you want to talk about? Can we go to that? You were talking about a part of the brain, right? What is
Yeah.
that called?
We're looking at the AI NH3 subsection of the hypothalamus and the anterior commissure.
Okay, so would you say that other parts of the brain can change over time and develop and
Ruby, I appreciate
from
the corgi.
nature and nurture, right?
Yeah, so the only way in which nurture can affect a brain structure is going to be neuroplasticity. But
Exactly.
neuroplasticity
I agree.
only goes down to the density of the neurons. Blaine, I really appreciate that galaxy. Thank you so much, W. Blaine. And when we're talking about the size of the anterior commissure, that has nothing to do with neuroplasticity. And W. Blaine.
Well, I mean,
W. Blaine in the chat.
entire parts of the brain can shut off or do different things from
Mason, you're talking to a
trauma.
neuroscience major. You're talking to a neuroscience major. Sorry, minor.
I
You're not making
study and
sense.
read a lot about neuroscience. I mean, I'm literally
If you study and read a lot about neuroscience, then you're not reading the right things.
I know that the brain can change based
The brain
on
can
trauma,
change.
based on. I
The
also
amount of
don't know if you
neurons.
can.
Yeah, no. Your interior commissure cannot grow because of trauma. Your dendrites cannot decay because of trauma. The level of the levels of neurohormones such
No,
as
I know they
FSH
don't. I
cannot
know they don't
change
decay,
because of
but they're
trauma.
rewired.
The actual neuronic substructure cannot change. These things cannot change. The size of these sections cannot change.
I feel like they can. Don't you add more
Bro, go read.
gray
Go read.
matter, white matter, whatever when you learn how to play the piano and stuff? Don't the
It
things
was
we
white.
do in our lives
Right.
and choose
Yeah.
to do
Well,
in our
what
lives
did I just talk
affect
about? Gray
our
matter?
brains?
No, I wasn't just talking about gray matter, right?
But you're saying this specific part of the brain cannot, and if you're right, you're
No, it's
right.
just it's not
I'm
affected
asking,
by
you're saying this part
neuroplasticity.
of the brain cannot change, but other parts of the brain do?
It's just not
As a
affected by
neuroscience major?
neuroplasticity. All parts of the brain can change, but only in confines to what neuroplasticity will allow them to change. And what neuroplasticity cannot affect the size of the anterior commissure. It can
Right.
affect dendritic decay. It cannot affect levels of FSH, right? It can't affect the traits in which we are talking in regards to. Seriously, go read up on the literature about neuroplasticity, because right now what you're saying is just misinformation.
Well, I'm kind of thinking can't people develop ways of seeing the world? And I mean, I guess it doesn't only just connect to the literal neuroscience, but personality and psychologically, can't our experiences change the way that we see the world? And I
Yeah.
mean, people you also brought up this thing about attraction, and you can't choose what to be attracted to, but actually people go down weird paths of kinks and all sorts of crazy stuff that could be good or bad for them and good or
Right.
bad for others. So isn't
Right,
that
exactly.
something?
So then explain to me how being gay is bad for others.
Okay, so I think it's possibly not something that we should lean so heavily on for humanity. And you bring up this stuff about well, what about people who can't who can't reproduce because they're infertile or whatever. And I totally get that, but I also don't think that we should be like that does suck, but it's also not going to create babies in the future generation of
Yeah, is
humanity.
infertility immoral?
That's what I'm saying. For infertility is not immoral.
Yeah, so is being gay
And
immoral?
I don't know if being
Is
gay
not
is
answer my
immoral,
question.
but
Is
I
it,
don't
dude?
think being gay
No,
is
no.
immoral, but I do think it might be a bad thing for humanity. You know what I mean? Like if it, like in general, if it becomes like more and more popularized and then possibly pushed onto people who are like still figuring out their psychology or questioning
Bro,
things,
yeah,
and
but see, this is only going to be like, so being gay under your worldview is only going to be bad for humanity if being gay is a choice. And the science disagrees. We've talked about, like one's like
yeah.
brain and what like physicalities of the brain can affect their sexual orientation. When you were talking about neuroplasticity and how the brain could change, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, I'm gonna be so for real. And then also there's other correlations between the genome. Can neuroplasticity affect the correlations between the XQ23 chromosome that we observe only within gay men? No, it can't. It can't at all. And then if it was all due to societal conditioning, do we see animals getting conditioned into being gay? No, but yet animals still are gay. 3,000 species of them. So
I
this
wonder if
whole
we could
concept that
condition
being
an
gay is
animal
due
into
to
being gay. I
societal
haven't seen any
conditioning is like
studies on
weak.
that. I wonder if
Wait,
it would be possible to
do you want studies?
like,
Yeah, so we're going to be looking at like
yeah, you
societally
could send me
socially
one.
dependent like rearing patterns in a reptile. This is going to be
Yeah.
DOI 10.10.07/S200265/018-2520-S.
Yeah, I get it. I
We're
get
going to
it.
be
I
looking
get
at
it.
like same sexual behavior in lizards, costs and benefits, homosexual behavior in small populations of monogamous territorial parrot, same sex sexual behaviors and evolution, same sex sexual behavior in bestial groups of like passerine birds, prevalence, fitness, consequences, and function.
Right, but all of those exactly. So here's what you're saying. Like this happens in nature all the time, right? And like it's like a thing. However, like is those animals, right, that are living alive in nature and they're gay, is that good for their
Explain how it's bad.
line, their
Like,
family
dude, you
line?
have to explain how
Because
it
they
is
can't
bad.
produce a family line. That's why it's bad. Like it's
Oh,
you
wait, well,
know,
if it all has
like,
to do with production of a family line, then I
and
don't
it's not
understand why.
bad like it's
Wait, no,
wrong.
Mason,
It's
if it all
bad
has
like
to do
it
with
sucks.
production of a family
You know?
line, if it all has to do with production of a family line, then I don't see why you don't call infertility immoral. Not to mention that gay men
I'm
actually
not
can
saying
have
it's
kids. Did you know
immoral.
like there's like a surplus of like 1.2 million kids who are waiting for adoption? And then did you also
My mom
know
was
that
adopted,
IVF
bro.
and
I know a lot
surrogacy? Did
about
you know that like gay
adoption.
men can like have kids with IVF and surrogacy? So if we're talking strictly
I have
about
multiple friends
Mason,
who were
stop
made in
talking,
testing.
stop talking.
You
If we're
got it.
talking, dude, stop talking. If we're
You talk
specifically
over
speaking
me.
on a gay man's like ability to reproduce, they can by IVF or surrogacy.
Right, but they can't just without like they can't
Well, oh, Mason, I thought all that you
without the
continued
science.
about,
Okay,
I thought that all you
so
cared about was reproduction. And then as soon as
well,
you
okay, so
learn that a
then
gay
we
man,
get into
no,
a
Mason, I
conversation.
thought all you cared about was reproduction. And then
Do
as
you want to
soon
let
as
me
you
talk?
learn, no, don't interrupt me. I thought all you cared about was reproduction. And then as soon as I explained to you how your beliefs are contradictory because you don't think that infertility is immoral, you don't think it's immoral or wrong to be a woman over the age of 55 after they go through menopause and can't reproduce. And then when I actually give you statistics or like ways in which gay men can reproduce via means of IVF or surrogacy, that's not enough for you. As soon as I give you ways that gay men can have biological children, that's not enough for you. As soon as I point out the fact that 1.2 million kids are waiting to be adopted, and like the United States of America's adoption program, that's not enough for you. You know what I mean? So it's like nothing's enough. Patrick, thank you for that Venmo. I really appreciate you.
Okay, now that you've unmuted me, I can talk. I'm ready to expand on everything you're saying. I think that we can take this even deeper. And I think that we're both just having a debate. Okay, so again, I want to tell you, first of all, I'm trying to have a pretty open mind on this. I listen to your content because I want to be challenged, and that's
Sweet.
why I'm here.
It's a good mindset.
And so if we take that a little bit deeper, oh God, you say so many things at once. It's hard to like pick what to focus on. So you are saying that humanity has created technologies basically to control their own evolution to affect how we develop and grow. Do you
No,
think it's
that's not why we've
possible that
created those technologies. We've created
we've
these
created
technologies to
technologies
give
so that
individuals who can't have kids can have kids. Squish, I appreciate that, duck. We've created those technologies so for infertile individuals can still have children. We've created those technologies where once a woman has gone through menopause, she can still have children. We've created those technologies where if an individual wants to have kids in like circumstances in which they can't, they can.
Right. We've also created atomic bombs, man. We've created technologies that we
Yeah,
don't,
now tell
you
me
know,
that how like IVF and surrogacy correlates to atomic bombs. Tell me like the mass destruction,
because
incineration, and
we
disregard for human life that these inventions such as IVF and surrogacy that have been created to give human life have done.
I understand that you sometimes things are created with good intention, and I get the atomic bombs thing was an extreme example, but you know, we could talk about plenty of others. Sometimes humanity creates things with good intention, like say the cell phone, say social media, right? And like they do have good things, but like also have
Yeah,
unforeseen
so
detriments. And what I'm saying is,
tell me what the detriment of IVF and surrogacy is. Tell me how
yes,
that's a
okay,
bad
I
thing.
will tell you, man. Like, so the detriment to possibly just creating.
Give me one
Okay,
detriment.
you know what? Actually, my real answer to that is I don't think that we know yet. I think this is fully experimental. Like what we're doing has never been done before in the history of humanity. And I think that like I try to have an open mind. I think maybe
Appreciate you,
even you
Nita.
could have a more open mind about this stuff
So
because
there's not one detriment that you
we
can
are
name.
living through a time
Wait. So there's
that
not one. Also, the FDA does not declare IVF or surrogacy as experimental.
no, I'm saying surrogacy in general, like being a possibility for the human species,
It's not just
and
a possibility; it's
this
something
is
that
a
exists and
new
has
thing.
existed for 75 years.
Exactly. You're talking about 75
Name
years.
one detriment of it.
You're talking about one
Bro,
generation.
name Mason. No, you're being a skeptic. You're being a conspiracy theorist. You're saying that being gay is wrong because, IVF and surrogacy, they could do bad things, but I can't name one bad thing that they could do. They might plausibly do bad things. I can't even, think of one bad thing that they may do. I can't, create, an empirical argument for a bad thing that will or could possibly occur from them. I can't construct a logical position on, on the bad things that may occur. I just think
I'm
that
just
they
basing it on
could. I could, okay, name one bad thing that could happen.
by making a baby in a test tube, having two
It's
moms.
not IVF is not made in a test tube. Are you kidding
No,
me?
I know, but I have friends. I have two friends who
I don't
were
care about
made
how many
in
friends you have.
labs and have yeah, I have two. No, but they were made in labs where they combined a mother and another mother and a father's sperm, and she's a very interesting person, but she was raised with two moms, and you know what, just so happens to be also gay, but sometimes not, and sometimes very confused and have other mental health issues. And I'm just saying we don't really know what the
Bro, what are you kidding? What the fuck are you saying? You know a girl that was an IVF baby that has that is bi and has mental issues apparently? I think he may have just left, y'all. I think he may have just left. Yeah, no, he just left, guys. He just left chat. He just left, guys. If we're enjoying this stream, make sure we're tapping away on that phone screen, guys. Let's try to get up to 2 million likes. Everyone, tap away. Also, if this button right here is red, hit that shit. Make it go white. We are 200 followers away. We are 200 followers away from 100,000 followers. Also, keep in mind I'm going to be going in sub-only chat for an hour here shortly. If you want to be in that chat, drop a subscription. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our next guest here. Guys. I really appreciate that fade Wismib. Thank you so much. What's up, Rob? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yo, what's good, D motherfucking Withers, baby? How you going, man? I
Doing
think
all
it's wrong to be gay.
Thank you, boss, for that swan. Yeah, why?
Well, actually, it's kind of an anecdote, right? I had a personal experience with a gay man, and it didn't really end well. I actually got very unattracted
we were gonna do the deed, and then I got very unattracted. So that's why I think being gay is wrong, because I actually had an experience with a gay man, and then it wasn't a very good experience. So I actually think it's not a very good experience with a gay man. So that's why I think being gay is wrong.
So for like, all of the women that have been a victim of the 90% dominated statistic by straight white men on the count of grape, is this gonna make being straight wrong?
No, because I actually had a gay experience with a gay guy, and it wasn't very good. So that's why I think being gay is wrong.
So if I have straight experience with a straight woman and it wasn't that very good, would that make being straight wrong?
No, because actually I'm straight, so that makes no logical sense, bro. You're actually both of them right now. T-Slope's getting an even jawline. Why are you laughing at me, bro?
Rob, you're a funny troll. You've came up here 3 times, every time done something different.
You want a problem, bro?
Every time
I
you've
swear.
done something different. We're gonna go to move on. Spoons, I appreciate that subscription. Thank you so much. We're gonna be in sub-only chat soon, so consider that subscription. Let's go to talk to Waylon. No. Rob's came up a lot. That was his 3rd time up, and every time he does something different. The first time I didn't think he was trolling. He was so upset, but apparently he's a troll, just like a good one. What's up, Waylon? Do you think that being gay is gonna be wrong or immoral? Oh, child. So child. Oh, I feel like Crazy Girl has some crazy shit to say. Let's talk to Crazy Girl here, chat. What's up, Crazy Girl? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I have one opinion on this, and I want you to listen real close, because you have a tendency to cut people off when they're trying to explain stuff, and you're throwing out all of these things that you've read, and you made sure that they're right, but the way that you're coming off towards people and how angry you are
Tell
coming
me why.
off towards
Stop
people.
coping and tell me why being gay is wrong, Landon. I appreciate that subscription.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't think gay is wrong. What I think is what you're doing is wrong, because you're trying to make your beliefs onto other people.
Ethan, I appreciate that
And
subscription.
that would be no.
Yo, do you want to go ahead and define debate real quick? Max, thank you
Stop.
for the subscription. Define debate.
If you would stop and listen and
No,
respond
can I get a
in
definition of debate real quick?
where you and I disagree on something.
All right. And what happens in a debate?
I don't think that cutting people down and talking shit about it is the
Yeah,
way
so
to
when I bring
go.
up like scientific research and institutions and explanations, it's like cutting people down
I
and
actually would
talking
like to
shit.
see those references, because I do work as a nurse. So yeah,
I don't actually
wanna
have any
see where you're
references.
are you like getting it from Wikipedia?
Yes.
Because we know that's
No, I'm
a
getting it from
great place
Wikipedia.
to get
No, I honestly
information.
have just lied. I don't have any references.
Oh, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, do you have the truth,
No.
the references that are actually out there from people in the past?
No, I don't.
You don't have access to that.
No, not at all.
And then you sit and talking about the Bible.
Yeah.
That PubMed,
Wait, no, this is published by
Go
the
to-
NIH, shared in PubMed.
well, yeah, go keep
I
reading
think
on
this
some
one
of
is the
that
Netherlands
stuff.
Institute for Brain Research and the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh in congruence with the Center for Neurochronology at UCLA.
I'm
I
not
think this
saying
one is like
anything
DOI
about.
10.1073/PNS.89.15.7199.
I don't think that there is. I mean, there's going to be
Thank you for that, Cap.
references out there that are going to be against it. It does not matter
Yeah,
what
name
you
one.
think or what I think.
Yeah, name one.
It matters
Name
what
one,
that
name one, name one.
individual
Name one,
person
name one, name
thinks.
one. Name one, name one, name one.
Name one what?
Name one reference that would discredit anything I've said. Thank you for the star.
I didn't say anything about discrediting what you said.
One of the study. What? Just
I
something that
said
discredits one of the studies.
you'd have to find. There's two sides to every story.
Yeah, so then go find the other side.
See, this is why people can't have a conversation with you.
No, this is
because-
why I only have conversation with intellectuals.
Oh, okay. Well, when you need your life saved,
I don't need my
and
life
I'm the
saved.
only one there.
Well, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you live. I don't know your name. All I know is that your name is Crazy Girl, and that is definitely coming to fruition. And I don't expect you to save my life, if that means anything.
Do you like not get what people are saying?
I don't get what you're saying.
Clearly. So you want to talk about the Bible. You bring up the Bible and
Do you want to talk
everything
about
the
the Bible?
Bible says. I don't. Hell no. I'm an
Then why
atheist
did you bring it up?
because you did.
What?
Because I've been listening to you for a while now, and you're throwing out all these facts. And
Yeah, well, you're right about that part.
you are such a little fucking dick.
I hear someone getting emotional.
Oh no, I'm getting pissed.
I could tell.
Good. At least you can tell something.
Yeah. No, I could tell multiple things. Most of it is just, my pure fucking intellectual rigor, like my pure adherence to rationality, like my pure distaste for prejudice. Thank you for the hat and mustache. At the end of the day, I'm Dean fucking Withers, right?
Oh my god.
So I appreciate those sunglasses.
So proud to be in your presence.
Yeah, you're about to hang out on the live while we hit 100,000 followers. You're about to hang out on the live while we hit 100,000 followers.
I don't give a shit about that.
Yo, Alicia, appreciate that crown. Yo, tippity tap tap away in that phone screen. Yo, tippity tap tap away in that phone screen. No, Crazy Girl's gonna hang out with us while we hit 100,000 followers. Crazy Girl's gonna hang out with us while we hit 100,000 followers, chat. Crazy Girl's gonna hang out with us while we hit 1,000 followers, chat. Crazy Girl, what do you have to say about this?
You're fucking annoying.
All right, guys, we're going to hit 100,000 followers, guys. And if you haven't hit the follow button yet, if you haven't hit that follow button, hit that shit now. Crazy Girl, what do you say about this?
About you hitting 1,000 followers? What do I say?
100,000 followers. Get it right. You just said 1,000. Follow that with one more zero. Two more zeros, right? Well, how do you feel about this?
I don't really care.
All right, guys. Well, do we hit it? Do we hit it? Oh, we hit it! 100K! 100K! We just hit 100,000 followers. Let's fucking go. Dean W's in the chat. 100,000 followers. Dean fucking W. Dean fucking W. Bro, that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I just unplugged all of my shit. I just unplugged all of my shit, y'all. That is 100,000 followers. Oh my god, guys. Alright, Crazy Girl. It's funny to have you up here. I'm gonna move on, y'all. Hey, yo, Icy Pain with a whale dive. Thank you so much, Icy Pain. Icy Pain for reaching level 30. We did it. We hit 100,000 followers. Ryan, thank you so much for that corgi. We fucking did it. Oh my god. Yo, alright, we're gonna get back to the debates. But I just want to point out, guys, I've been fucking grinding my ass off. Benjamin, I appreciate that confetti. For the last couple months, every single night for 6 hours. Matt, thank you so much for the Forever Rose. To give you guys entertainment and education. You know what I mean? And it's just I'm so fucking happy to the position that I've gotten myself in, and it's all because of you guys. Just for 3 seconds, I'm gonna get back to the debates. My act, thank you, Juno. This whole fucking Dean fucking Withers thing, it's just an act, guys. It's just an act, guys. I'm so thankful for you all, and I just want you all to know that. I love you all, but let's go ahead and get back to the debates, guys. Thank you so much for 100K. I appreciate the gifts as well. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say. That is so crazy. That is insane. That is insane to me. Mel, thank you so much for that gym gun. Thank you so much. W Mel. What's up, Jason? Do you think it's wrong overall to be gay?
What's up? Okay, yeah. So, as a Christian male, right, I am it's a sin to be gay, whatnot, yada yada yada. My thing is even though the person is gay, it's how can I explain this? I have gay friends and we're all chill and stuff.
Yeah, what verse of the Christian Bible says it's a sin?
What's up?
What verse in the Christian Bible says it's a sin?
In Leviticus.
Yeah, so Leviticus also says in 2023 that the rules that were outlined inside of Leviticus were only applicable to the Israelites and their differences from the Egyptians or the Canaanites. It quite literally says this in the Bible.
It's applicable for everyone, bro. Old
No,
Testament.
no, no.
New
Read
Testament,
the no,
it's
no, Jason.
applicable for
Like,
everyone.
yeah. No, the Old Testament is applicable under your worldview, but the Old Testament states that the Levitican laws were
Yeah.
specifically only for the Israelites. Like it says it in Leviticus. Like open the Bible, like go to like
Oh, trust me,
2023.
brother. I went to college for this. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, no,
Like
and what I'm
Israelites
saying is from someone who not only went to college for
yeah,
this, but went to
yeah,
grad school for this, and is now a professor on this. His name's Matt.
Who's this you're talking about?
His name's Matt, right? And
name's
this
Matt?
isn't
Okay.
this isn't like an inference. This isn't like an exegesis. This isn't like like a special idea. This is what the
Of
Bible
course.
says. It's the text.
Of course. Well, yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, like, if we want to get really technical with this, it's just not applicable for the Israelites because there's stuff in the Old Testament that goes back to today's life, right? Like, so, like, whatever was applicable to the Israelites is applicable to now. And like, I get what you're saying. I do, and I'm not like trying to hate
Well,
you
no, it
on
was
that.
applicable to the Israelites because of the, like specifically because of their differences from the Egyptians or the Canaanites, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like when we're looking at the Egyptians and the Canaanites, what we see is them practicing like ritualistic like gay orgies to pray to like their false gods, and this is why
Yep.
it was condemned.
Yep.
And like like the specific like condemnment of this upon the Israelites was also aligned with other things that are in like Levitican law, such as like you can't eat like pig fat, or like you can't eat like shellfish fat or blood. You can't like
For
wear
sure.
mixed fabrics. You can't plant mixed seeds. You have to wear like blue tassels at all four corners of your garments, among like many
Yeah.
other things within Levitican law. And it's not up for debate that God says that this is only applicable to the Israelites. It is on fucking paper. Thank
No,
you for that, Corey BLT.
I get you. I get you, bro. Like I genuinely do. But like even in I can't even explain it in this sense. It's just like it's like I don't even like how it says why is being gay wrong because like even going in today like I do believe I disagree with it. Don't get me wrong, but to a certain degree like it's just like I know you get this 100 times like you can't reproduce if you're gay or not. But at the
Is
end of the day,
infertility immoral?
what's up?
Is
Oh, I knew you were gonna
infertility
hit me
immoral?
with this. Yeah, no, infertility, like it happens, but that can go back to free will, like with what God
Being
does,
gay,
like with
no
the
reproduction.
fall.
Infertility, no reproduction. Come on.
Reproduction, yeah, no, I get you. But like, what I want you to understand, man, is like think about it like this in this perspective. If everyone went gay in this world, right? Like the population dies.
What would happen if everyone went infertile?
It's not possible.
It's not possible for everyone to be
Everyone
gay,
has
buddy.
a choice to be gay.
Being gay is not a
But
choice,
if
Jason.
you are infertile, like you don't have that choice, and it's
Yeah,
like
being gay
not
is
a
not
lot
a
of people
choice,
are
buddy.
What's up? It
Being gay
is
is not a
choice.
choice. Can you? Yeah,
If you
can
want
you
to get into
choose?
that,
No,
we
Jason.
can.
Can you choose to be like sexually aroused and want to just like put it in my ass like right now?
Well, if I wanted to put in your butt, like
No. Can you
like
be like sexually aroused? Can you choose to get sexually aroused by me?
by putting in your butt, no,
No,
not
no,
me
no.
personally.
Right. So Jason, you say it's a choice to be gay. Yeah, you can't choose to be gay. Fucking mic
Yep,
drop.
no.
Hello.
Yep.
Well, do you see the contradiction? Candy, I appreciate that.
No, I
cowboy
don't
hat.
see the contradiction. Well, like brother, like what I'm trying to tell you is this right here. Okay, right? Listen,
You don't
if
see the
everyone
contradiction,
was to
Jason?
go gay, it's
Jason,
a choice.
oh, like, can you please, like, okay, you're saying
Okay.
it's a choice to be gay, but what can't you
Yes.
do? What can't you do, Jason?
What do you mean?
You can't choose to be gay,
You
right?
can't choose to be gay. Yeah.
Right. Do you see the problem with these two statements?
Wait. No. You mixed my words. Like you okay, I see where I messed up. No, yeah, no. You can choose to be gay. Sorry.
No, Jason, can you choose to be sexually aroused by me right now?
Yes, I can choose.
Yeah, well, then you're just going to be bisexual male because when we look at like studies done by the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research and the Center
Okay.
for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Massachusetts, the Center for Neurochronology at UCLA, the World Health Organization, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Medical Association, the Endocrine Society, the British Psychological Society, the Royal College of Psychiatrics, the Canadian Psychological Association, the Australian Psychological Society, the European Society for Sexual Medicine, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American College of Physicians, the American Academy of Family Physicians, the American Counseling Association, and the American Public Health Association. And he left. And he left. And he left. Thank you for that confetti. I appreciate you. Dude, all it takes is the institutions. I need to put that shit on a shirt. I'm not even gonna cap. I need to put that shit on a shirt, man. There's a couple of things I need to put on a shirt and then sell them. I'm thinking Dean fucking Withers, get Graft, and then just a list of institutions.
Ty,
What's up,
unlock your
Jake?
fucking door.
Yo, what's up, man?
Ty, unlock your fucking door. This fucking dude, I'm on his live. I swear to fucking God. You're fucking gay as fuck.
Oh, I hear an
You're
emotional man.
fucking gay as shit, and you're gonna fucking burn in hell. I hope
Oh,
you
you're so
fucking know
emotional.
that.
Wait, don't leave, Jake. Don't leave. Don't leave. If you leave, you're embarrassing yourself. If you
No, I
leave,
won't.
everyone's gonna laugh at
Leave.
you.
I won't leave.
No, everyone's gonna laugh at you, Jake.
3.5
Give me an
thousand
articulate.
people
Oh,
have-
Jake. All right, you're on your first minute. Oh, this is fun. Don't leave. Don't leave. If you leave, everyone's gonna laugh at you. Everyone's gonna say ha 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 ha. So you're obviously an emotional man with a fragile ego, and you can't cope with the fact that you see me, an alpha male, up here defending the gays and using like pure logic, reason, science, data, and fact to substantiate my points, while other individuals coming up onto the live have absolutely no reason to believe what they believe in, including yourself. So we're gonna go ahead and point out how you have absolutely no reason to think what you think, and this pure prejudice against gay people by you articulating to us how it is wrong to be gay. And he left. Damn, bro. And he left. See, that's the thing. I was gonna ask him to give an articulated stance as to why it was going to be wrong to be gay, but instead he ran. Everyone say ha 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 ha. Woo! Woo! Dude, they always leave, man. They always leave, man. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest here, guys. Let's go and get Wade Patterson up here, guys. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha. I wanted to hear him too. Unfortunately, he left. What's up, Wade? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
See, personally, I don't support them because I've been like born in a culture where, you're meant to be straight. You keep the family line going.
Yeah, how does that make being gay wrong?
I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna burn in hell.
Yeah, why?
Because it's just stated. Fuck the gays. Honest. Fuck the gays.
If you leave, you're gonna embarrass yourself. What I'm gonna need from you is like a well.
I'm not leaving.
Wait, give me an actual reason why it is immoral to be gay.
I know, just fuck the gays, honest. Yeah.
No, wait, honestly, you just sound like you have a prejudice
shit.
right now. Wait, like, do you understand like what's going on right now? Is you're just another emotional man, a lot like the last guest. You're just so emotional with your fragile ego, and you cannot cope with the fact that you are in denial about how wrong you are. So you like put your big boy pants on, turn that thinking noggin up. See that Kelvin, like room temp IQ. Go over to that thermostat, turn it up a few notches if you can. I don't know, give it a try. May take a little wiggle, and give us an actual reason why it's wrong to be gay. Go ahead. I sent you a request on mute.
Hold on. My mic on now?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yep, it is.
See, personally, in Australia, all the gays are trying to put shit on...
We're going to go on sub only for a bit, chat.
On the poppies, right? The poppies resemble the Anzacs, and they're trying to take one of the cloves and make it the LGBTQ flag.
Right, so give me a reason why it's wrong to be gay.
That is a reason. People are, risking their lives out at war, and what do gay people do? Scream, yell, cause fucking mayhem, and they deserve to, have their right,
Yeah, so let's go and talk about this. Also, by the way, chat, we are in sub-only chat for a little bit. If you want to hop in the sub-only chat, be in here while things are slowed down for a bit, consider dropping a subscription. If you want to drop a subscription, you're going to see a sub button at the bottom of your screen or on the top. We're going to be in here for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So your reason is because apparently straight people do brave things like go to war, and then gay people like scream, cry, and yell. So like same-sex orientation.
People have risked their lives at war, like, World War I, World War II.
Including gay people.
And we have this thing called a poppy that resembles it in Australia. Wow. Now the LGBTQ community is now trying to put their flag on the clove that people wear to resemble people risking their lives. And then the whole LGBTQ fact is saying...
Nathan, I appreciate the subscription. Yeah, so how do you feel about, like, all of the gay people that, like, will get, like, publicly, like, unalived in Saudi Arabia because of their sexual orientation? Macy, I appreciate that subscription. Or, like, the gay people that will get, like, publicly,
their government's
like, like, that in Afghanistan just for simply, like, exerting... like, oh, wow, really? So, yeah, so honestly, you're just mad at gay people. You have a prejudice. Jude, I appreciate that subscription, right? So, again, I'm going to ask you one last time, Wade. Give an actual articulated reason as to why it's wrong to be gay. I don't care about the hatred that you hold in your heart. No, Wade, you just have hatred in your heart, right? But let's talk about it. That's crazy, Nathan. Give me an actual reason why it is wrong to be gay. Tell me why it is immoral to be gay. Give me an articulated position. Turn that Kelvin room temp IQ thermostat up. Turn that thinking noggin on. Put your big boy pants on and sit down. All right, so Wade, why is it immoral to be gay? What about same-sex attraction pisses you off so much? Why is it wrong?
Because it's fucked, man. You're ending bloodlines. You know, it's just fucked.
Is
Like, this
infertility
is all just come
immoral?
out of nowhere in the 21st century.
Right, so actually, it has been,
It was in the 20th
observed in
century, but people kept it to
No,
themselves.
I
Now
appreciate the
people are trying to
subscription.
enforce
Yeah,
it.
so here's the thing, Wade. Like, actually, individuals have been gay for like the last 180,000 years, like Homo sapiens sapiens, right? And we've been able to like deem this because of like historical and archaeological evidence, as well as like the correlations to like neurology and like genome. Like, we've been able to see like associations to biology, and biology doesn't really change too much over time, right? I'm good, Drakey. How are you? But anyways, Wade, what I'm more so focused on is the fact that you're saying like it's wrong because they end bloodlines, right?
Yeah.
You've been debating, subscribing. Well, Mel, I appreciate that subscription. All right, so is infertility immoral?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, so you think that every single woman over the age of 55 is going to hell? You think that your grandma's going to go to hell? You think that like these
No, because
individuals being
she's
born
had
into the
kids.
world?
She's had kids.
Yeah,
She
so
kept the
wait,
bloodline going.
right, so Blade, so you think like individuals born into this world? Troy, I appreciate you for that subscription. Welcome to Sub Only Chat. Born with like condition of the human experience such as like infertility, like this is immoral. Like so imagine like a woman or like a man is born into this world infertile, such as like 7% are. Would you say that they're going to go to hell?
No, because they have an actual reason. If you are perfectly
Kai,
fine
what's up?
and
Oh, let's look at this. What's going on, Kai? Welcome. Yeah, so what we see is that being gay leads to no reproduction in the same sense that infertility leads to no reproduction. So you
they
think
have
that
a reason.
like gay
People
individuals
that
are
gay
going now,
can
listen, right?
keep it
So you're saying
going.
that like it is wrong to be gay because you can't have kids, but then it is not wrong to be infertile regardless of the fact that if you are infertile, you can't have kids. That's a logical contradiction. Cole Van Bogden, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Sub Only Chat.
You're gonna keep saying what you're saying?
No, like praise the chart, bro. Like you're saying that being
I
gay
can't
is
read the
wrong
chart,
because of
brother.
this Peyton. Thank you for the $3 Venmo. You think that being gay is wrong because it leads to no reproduction, yet you think that infertility is not wrong regardless of the fact that it leads to no reproduction.
Because they are born when they can't do that. Being gay, that's your choice to not do it.
Yeah, so being gay isn't a choice. Also, Sage, thank you so much for
It
that
kind of is a
subscription.
choice. It
All right, yeah,
is a
Wade, can
choice.
you
You
choose
are
to be
choosing to
sexually
be
aroused
gay.
by me right now?
No, because I'm not gay.
Oh, wow. So you say that being gay is a choice, that you can't choose to be gay. That's funny. Can fruit flies make choices, Wade?
No, because I'm straight. You know, I grew up in a
No,
straight
Wade,
house.
can fruit flies make choices?
Yeah, make the right choices, not the fucking
Yeah,
gay
yeah.
ones.
Fruit flies cannot make conscious decisions, yet we observe homosexuality with them. Can you choose to change the size of your anterior commissure, which is a part of your brain right now?
No, because that's
No,
something
you
you
can't.
cannot physically
Wait, you
change.
can't wait.
You can
Oh,
choose
so
to
then
be
like
gay.
when we see like studies done by like the Netherlands Institute of Research and the National Institute for Health that shows that like gay people have like larger anterior commissures in the human brain, like this effectively shows that being gay isn't a choice because you can't change that. Yeah, it came from the National
Hey, sorry,
Institute of
I'm
Health,
just
bud.
amazed you pulled that up. What do you got? Oh, and it's back.
And what else you got, bro? You seem kind of muffled. You seem kind of silent. You kind of seem
Because
like you
you are
don't really know what to
rambling,
say.
brother. I cannot understand what you're saying. You are
Yeah.
rambling.
So you said being gay is a choice, yet you couldn't choose to be gay. And then you also pay, thank you for the dollar. But then you also can't change, the size of your anterior commissure. But then science tells us that the size of the anterior commissure is like what makes someone gay. Or you also can't change like the XQ23 chromosome and your genome. Yet these genetic studies show that there's correlation between those ideals. Also, guys, thank you so much for the gifts. Peyton, thank you so much for the Venmo. Sophia, thank you so much for that Venmo. Wait, there's one other Venmo.
Oh.
Chelsea, thank you so much for that Venmo. I really appreciate you. How to go check that. No, I'm straight.
Oh, W. No, bonus points for you.
Yeah, so you said that being gay is a choice, and then I just disproved that.
Yes.
I mean, we're just going to crumple that up in a ball, throw it out the window. What's next?
You have a good one.
No, you don't have anything else you're going to run? Don't run. Come on, you came in here hot.
Did you just say you were going to do someone else?
No. I want you to give me another reason why it's wrong to be gay. We ran through the one about no reproduction
I've
because you
gone
said it
through
wasn't
my
wrong to be
reason.
infertile. We ran through the one about being gay as a choice because I showed you the science. So what's your other argument? No, you came in here hot and hostile, so now I'm going to shut your
I've
shit
said
down.
everything I needed to say.
No, wait. Well, then address the contradictions. Address the part where you said that infertility is not immoral, even though they can't have kids, but being gay is immoral because they can't have kids. And then address the part where you said being gay is a choice, but A, you can't choose to be gay. B, fruit flies can't make choices and they're gay. And C, science tells us it's not a choice. Hey, Leedy. Oh, sorry. I appreciate you for that subscription, Leedy. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Silence, bro. Silence. Like unironic crickets. Guys, like unironic crickets. Like seriously, like unironic crickets.
Unironic crickets.
Yeah, no, respond to anything that I just said.
I can't hear you because you're rambling, brother.
Okay. You said it's wrong to be gay because they can't have kids. Yet you said it's not wrong to be infertile even though they can't have kids. Address
Because
that
they
contradiction.
don't have a choice.
And then
But
also
people
address
that
the part
want
about
to-
when you said it was like, then also address the part where you said it was a choice to be gay, but A, you said you couldn't choose to be gay, so that contradicts that statement. B, the science says it's not a choice to be gay. I quite literally showed you academic studies. And C, we observe homosexuality in over 3,000 species that can't make choices.
You didn't say any 3,000 species. Go on, label them. Number them.
I mean, how about I give you like, oh my God, thank you so much for that dinosaur. Thank you so much. How about we
I
just
bet you
go
that
through?
dinosaur straight. I bet you that dinosaur straight.
Yeah, so how about like, yeah, you want me to label them, number them? Elena, thank you so much for that subscription. How about I just number off like 10 academic, scientific, unbiased means of observation and experimentation that show this to be the case? Chris, I appreciate that subscription. We could look at homosexual behavior in birds, frequency of expression and related to parental care, disparity between the sexes, published in the American Naturalist. We could look at the evolution of homosexuality, an empirical and theoretical review of the relationship between heterosexual and non-heterosexual behavior in animals, published in like the evolution in human behavior. We could look at homosexual behavior in animals, topics, patterns, and functions, published in philosophical translations of Royal Society. We could look at a comparative study of same-sex sexual behavior in animals, homosexual and bisexual, and social stimulatory behavior, published in critical reviews in Food Science and Nutrition.
Yeah. That's how many? 20? Give us the other 2,980.
Wait, are you like ill? Those weren't animals. Those were studies that go over the animals.
I know you're talking about studies. How long have you been streaming for?
Yo, you're deflecting hard as fuck, bro. It's so funny because you came in here so hot and hostile. Rebecca,
I've
thank
said
you.
everything I needed to say, bud.
Thank you for the $5. Yeah, so address the contradiction. Address anything
Already
I
have.
stated.
Already
No,
have.
you haven't. No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
No, you're just a sad man, dude. Like, honestly, all I see is, like, a really, like, narcissistic, self-centered, yet at the same time, very insecure male. So I appreciate that subscription. Welcome to Sub-Only Chat. I hope you get your shit together. I hope you read a book. I hope you get the IQ above Kelvin room temp. Have a good one, brother. Thank you so much for those roses. About the Jules, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Sub-Only Chat, guys. I really appreciate the subscriptions. It's one of the best ways to support me, like, unironically. Let's try to get to 400 subscriptions tonight, because we're going to be in Sub-Only Chat for a minute here, guys. We're going to be in Sub-Only Chat here for a minute. We're going to go to bring our next guest up. Also, guys, make sure to join the Discord. The link's in the bio if you haven't already. What's up, Kenneth? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Okay. No. Unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition, but Kenneth, I appreciate you coming up here, man. Thank you for that heart, man. I really do appreciate it. Let's go and get Michael up here. Oh, for real, eh? Damn, man. All right, next guest is loading in here, guys. Talk to Nathan? Yeah, I don't think Nathan is in requests. I really want to, because he's just been talking shit. He's not even in request, which is like the funny part. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get Noah up here. Yeah, no, for real. I want to talk to Nathan. Kid. Oh my God, Jason Allison. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, man. Jason W. Thank you, man. Appreciate those hand hearts. We're having problems getting people up here. We're gonna continue to try though. Let's go ahead and get Dude Cloudy up here. Nathan requested? Yeah, no, he's literally not in the requests. What's up, dude? Do you think it's like wrong or immoral to be gay? Frost, thank you for that subscription. Thank you. Welcome to the Sub-Only Chat.
I hate old gays.
Yeah, so why is it immoral to be gay?
Adam and Eve, not even Eve and Adam. You get me?
Yeah, so you fucked it up. It wasn't Adam and Steve, it's Adam and Eve. You already fucked it up. You don't even know your own punchlines, right? So it wasn't like either of them. Like prolific Christian theologians say that Adam and Eve was like a parable, fictitious story. So when you say it was Adam and Eve, like you're just contradicting like the most influential and prolific like Christian theologians of all time, such as Orion or St. Augustine. Yeah, he just dipped. Yeah. I see for the side guy. That's funny, Lisa. He rehearsed it in the mirror beforehand and like still managed to mess it up. You're so right. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest here. Yo, what's up, fake villain? Do you think that it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Apparently not. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest here. Alrighty, guys. Let's go ahead and see what Blake has to say here, chat. Let's go ahead and see what Blake has to say here. Thank you so much for that hi, Baron, for that Rose Lizzie. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you join the Discord. The link is in the bio. Of course, Tricky. Also, Elena, thank you so much for that Venmo. Elena, thank you so much for that $10 Venmo. I really appreciate you. What's up, Blake? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
All right, so I do think it's wrong to be gay.
Okay, why?
In a way, though, like I think I think so. I only have a problem with it like when it's getting pushed on other people.
Right. So like the social advocacy for the acceptance of gay individuals is actually not positive. But considering that like that's not what we're talking about at all, like I'm just gonna go and move on to the next guest. But that's just probably because of your ingrained homophobia, and you probably do have a problem with it, like regardless of that. Like everyone that says that is like usually just lying. Let's go and get our next guest up in here, y'all. Let's go ahead and see what the official Jace has to say. He's out of the 12. Yeah, I wanted down if he was a minor. Jude, I appreciate that, Rose. Thank you so much, man. Our next guest is loading up in here, chat. If we're enjoying the debates, make sure we're tippity-tapping away on that phone screen. Let's try to get to 2 million likes. Everyone tap away, and this next guest is not loading in here. Let's go ahead and talk to... Let's see who's in here. Let's go to talk to your pal, Timmy. Oh, you did not load in. None of these guests are loading in, chat. Let's just go ahead and give it a minute. Let's go and get Jay up here. We just got to give it a minute here, chat. We just got to give it a minute here. Let's get our next guest up here. Thank you so much for that superpower pineapple. I really appreciate it. Our next guest is loading up in here, and dude, none of them are loading in, unfortunately, tonight. Alice, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Sub-Only chat. Y'all should follow in Alice's footsteps. Let's go ahead and get JC up here. Let's go ahead and talk to JC. Thank you for those roses, Sid. Also, 1.6 million likes. Thank you guys so very much. 400,000 away from 2 mil. None of these guests are connecting. What the fuck is going on, guys? Unfortunately, this does happen sometimes. It is highly unfortunate. I appreciate that, Rose. Thank you so much, Kelsey. What's going on, Bamboo? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I don't think it's wrong or immoral. I just think it...
Okay, unfortunately, I'm only talking to people that disagree. Appreciate you for coming up, though. Make sure if we're in those requests that we do think it is wrong or immoral to be gay. What's going on, man? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? All right, another guest that just joined and left. Why are we requesting if we want to leave? So, Mark, do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because I mean, I look at it from a biological aspect. Like, the only way we can reproduce as a species is with a male and a female.
Wait. So why is being gay wrong?
Because you're just feeding. You're basically just feeding into like honestly, you're feeding into demons, really.
Because they can't have kids?
Well, correct. Sexual intercourse is only supposed to be for reproduction. Anything else is lust, and that's one of the 7 deadly sins. Goes against Christ.
Right. So do you think that everyone commits lust?
Yeah.
Right. So then why are you saying it's wrong to be gay? If everyone commits lust?
Because that's wrong.
Because they can't have kids?
Because it's lustful. And the
Right.
fact that they cannot have kids proves it's lustful.
All right. So I thought we were going to pull out the graph. I don't think we need to. I don't think that we need to. Yeah, so I think that, like, that's not going to be lustful if you can't have kids. Because if that was the case, then quite literally everybody would be going to hell. And, like, the main reason why I think this is because I think if sex is engaged in, like, a consentful manner between, like, 2 consenting individuals who are married out of the purpose of love, like, this is what is going to be, like, considered not lustful. Because, like, even when we're talking about reproduction and between, like, 2 heterosexual individuals, like, what we're going to be talking about specifically is the fact that, like, you know, sex only ends in reproduction 5% of the time, right? So even if, like, they have the intent of reproducing, is the other 95% of the time immoral?
No, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course it doesn't matter, right?
No.
So do you think that infertility is immoral?
No, I do not.
Wait, why?
Dude, that stat you brought up.
Why? Wait, why? Because being gay ends in no reproduction, Just like infertility leads to no reproduction. But you're gonna say that being gay is wrong because of that, and then infertility is not wrong regardless of that. Get fucking graphed. Get fucking graphed. Get fucking graphed. Get fucking graphed. Graph W. Graph W. Graph W. Graph W. Graph W.
Bro, it's okay. I mean, a lot of people understand how retarded you look right now because
Yeah, stop being emotional and actually give me like an intellectual response. Come on, put your big boy pants on, put that thinking cap on, stop being an emotional male with a fragile ego.
Okay,
Also,
so
don't
you're
use
saying
slurs.
infertility prove you're saying that
Bro, this graph makes people so mad. This graph
not
is a
mad.
game ender. Can we just get it? Can we just get like a graph W out of the fact that he just like I show him the graph and then he calls me a slur?
Well,
Can we
the-
just get like a graph
the-
W out of the fact that I
first of
show
all,
him a
don't
graph
even
and then he calls me a
repeat
slur?
that.
Dude, graph W, it's undefeated, baby. The graph is undefeated.
Oh my god, bro. Listen, dude. Just because you're fertile, if you're having intercourse, even out of marriage, technically, with my way of thinking, that's also wrong, immoral. You're talking about.
Oh, so now we're
talking about the
backtracking.
good- You're talking about good and evil right now.
Oh, so now we're backtracking. No, you just said that
infertility.
infertility was not immoral. Come on, homie, don't backtrack. Noah, I appreciate that
It's
subscription.
not
Welcome to the sub only
immoral to
chat.
be infertile. That's not your fault.
Oh, so being gay is people's fault?
Yes, I believe it's. I believe it's
You
a
believe
kink.
it's a choice?
I mean,
You wait.
honestly,
Do you think
looked
it's a
into
choice
it?
to be gay, Mark? Do you think it's a choice to be gay?
Actually, no. No, but I'll explain why. You want me to explain why?
So it's
if you
not a
look
choice, but
into
it's
it,
their fault. Hi, I appreciate that subscription.
look,
Welcome to sub only chat.
above 95% of the LGBTQ plus community, and this is really sad, have experienced sexual harassment or sexual trauma in their childhood.
Oh, wait,
Like,
sexual
very
harassment.
early
Wait,
in their life.
98% of women have experienced sexual harassment. And like I'm like inclined to believe that there's gonna be like a similar statistic for men, like possibly like a bit less. But so that actually seems like quite in line with like heterosexual individuals as well.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter that being
Wait, no.
heterosexual
Wait,
is
hold up.
because, no,
Hold up. That's just gonna be in line. Like, first of all, I don't know your source. I don't know your source. But like, even if I just accept that to
Your
be true.
source is only opinionated too, bro. Shut the fuck up. You're not.
Whoa, Mark, you're getting emotional. You're getting emotional, man.
down. Nah, because
you're getting
interrupting
emotional,
me, bro.
Mark.
Shut the hell
You're getting
up. I listen to you,
emotional.
you gotta listen to me. If you're gonna have people on
You're
here
getting
trying to talk, you
emotional.
gotta
You're
fucking
getting
boss them up in
emotional,
front of
Mark. You're getting
all of your
emotional.
community. Only people that subscribe can even comment on this, which is bullshit. Because
Mark, oh, you're so emotional, man.
Okay, let me get back to what I was. I honestly forgot what I was even talking about. Can you refresh me, host?
I don't doubt it if you forgot what you were talking about.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, I asked
So,
I asked
tell
you
me
to
what it
address
was.
the contradiction between infertility and being gay, right? So then the problem that arose. Also, you just got $5,
so what
bro.
I was saying.
Wait,
so
no,
yeah,
wait.
yeah,
You
I
did, wait, hold
remember.
up. No, you just got $5, bro. Say platform. Say thank you, platform.
No way, platform. Thank you. That's
There
awesome.
you go, man. You got to be nice. You got to be nice, right?
Dude, I don't know.
So
It's my
anyway, so
first
here's the
time.
problem, right? So you said that the difference, right, to address this contradiction about you said that being gay is wrong because it does not end in any reproduction, and then
Right,
you also
so
said that
the-
infertility is not wrong regardless of the fact that it does not end in reproduction. And then I asked you
Correct,
for like
because the
to address
only
this, and then
way-
you said it's because infertility
perfect.
is
Let me address it
uncontrollable,
before-
right? So no, Mark, Mark, shush, emotional man. So then I asked you to address the contradiction, and then you were like, infertility is uncontrollable. And this would incline being gay as controllable. So would you therefore say that being gay is a choice? Yes or no? Thank you for the roses, Kira.
No, and the reason why is because, like I brought up the statistic of 95% of LGBTQ plus community members
Yeah, what's your source? Well, yeah, what's your source? Wait, what's your source?
Oh my god. I'm not gonna pull up a source. Go fucking look
No,
it
no,
up. I don't
wait, no.
So,
Honestly,
this is my
like, look,
argument, though.
I can accept
listen
that.
to my argument, though.
Wait, hold up. I almost might be able to
Pull up
accept
the
that
source
because that's gonna like no, Mark. So that's gonna hold to be true. You know what I mean? Like generally, what we see is very high rates of sexual harassment, irregardless of sexual orientation, right? And then also like the science to do with like like one's genome and like one's brain and the
I believe
configuration
that
of such that would allow for like thank you for the crown. Like no, Mark, just listen. Well, listen, right? No, so there's like no, listen, Mark. I need you to listen. 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 All right. So you're just like talking, right? So you're saying that like all of these gay people have been like sexually like harassed, and this is why you think that they're gay. So like there's a couple ways I could address this. A, like a similar percentage of non-gay individuals are sexually harassed. B, I'm not sure this comes from a credible source, if any source. And C, this like the science about the fact that like gay men have an XQ23 chromosome or enlarged interior commissures are different physicalities of the AINH3 subsection of the hypothalamus.
Yeah, I never
would
even
simply
looked
like
into that.
not allow for the emergence of the sexual orientation from some things like sexual harassment, because sexual harassment does not change your genome or the physicalities of your brain. But what I'm more focused on is the fact that I don't think you have a source for this. I think your source is trust me, bro. I unironically think that your source is trust me, bro. Like super unironically, right? So like, what's your source? How do you know the statistics?
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm not gonna be able to pull up the source, so let's just discard that, right? Let's just say that's false.
Wait, so now that we're
let's
actually
do
talking
that.
about it, you want to discard it?
Oh my god, bro! Look it up for. Okay, you're looking it up for yourself. Awesome. I don't have a computer nearby. I'm literally on TikTok Live, bro. I'm not about to get out of my screen. But listen.
Yeah, so there's not one study that says
doesn't
that.
get rid of the fact
Appreciate
that
you,
doesn't get
wait,
rid
no,
of the
wait. I just want to point it out. I just want to make this like very clear to you and everyone watching that I just looked it up. There is not one study that says that. There's
Really?
not one singular study.
Let me see your screen, bro.
Wait, bro. I mean,
Let me
like,
see your
oh
screen.
yeah, sure.
Hold up.
Yeah.
And anyways,
not one
like I was gonna
singular study. Not
Agents
one
and
singular study.
read
And the
them.
only study that it does show, that research finds 90% of women in the UK have been sexually harassed. The only one that it shows is that 97% of women in the UK have been sexually harassed. That is the only figure that agrees with that.
Okay. So listen though, that doesn't get rid of the fact that the reason why we even have sex as a species is to reproduce. So if you're having sex with the same gender, the intent is not to reproduce. The intent is just because you love each other, you want to make each other feel good, right?
If you think that's the only reason that we have sex, then you're so... Wait, if that's the only reason that we have sex, then why does sex only end in that? Wait, if that's the only reason, then why does sex only end in that 5% of the time? If that's the only reason, then why did you say that infertility was not immoral, even though they also can't reproduce? This still leaves you with that same contradiction, man. Bro, this still leaves you, Mark, with the same contradiction. So you just said the only reason, like, we have sex, like, the purpose of us is to have kids. Faye, I appreciate that subscription. Welcome to the sub-only chat. And the big problem with that is that, well, infertility will lead you to the same exact conclusion. You understand that, correct?
Yes, bro, but you're not understanding that technically, like I said, what did I say earlier? I said if you're not married, technically, you having sex with somebody is wrong according to the Bible, okay?
So can you go ahead and, like, prove that your God exists?
Now you want to change the subject into something?
No. Here's the thing, though, Mark. Here's the thing. You're saying Mark. Here's the thing. Here's your argument. You're like, yeah, the Bible says that this is wrong.
Me, bro. Don't let me talk.
Listen, I got you.
I got you.
So you're saying the Bible says it's wrong. Why should we care about the Bible? Because it is objective, moral fact that listen. Why, to answer the question, why should we care about the Bible? Because the divine creator of the heaven and the hells, the sky, the earth, the sea, inspired the text of this Bible. Therefore, the text in the Bible is objective moral truth. But this all relies on the necessary presupposition that your God even exists. So prove to me that the Christian God exists. And be less emotional.
Okay. Am I unmuted?
Yes, Cash. Thank you so much for that subscription.
Let me just say, okay, I'm going to give you my answer, but let's go back to what we were just talking about. I don't want to fucking break into this. You can say this is quote unquote opinionated. You want me to prove why God exists. Okay, I'll prove it right now. Do you...
Kai, join the Discord. Kai, DM me back.
Are you straight or are you homosexual or are you not
straight.
binary?
I'm straight.
You're straight?
Yeah, I'm straight.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Not right now.
Okay, have you ever had a relationship with a woman?
Yes.
And actually cared for her?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you've loved someone, right?
I have, yes.
Okay, do you love your mom?
I love my mom.
Okay, is that love you have for your mom the same as that love you have for that girlfriend?
Nope.
Okay, why?
Yeah, why? Because I'm not sexually attracted to my mom.
Okay, because why? Where does sexual attraction come from? Chemicals that are produced in your brain, correct?
No, it becomes from, the science says, the size of the interior commissure and physicalities of the AINH3 subsection of the hypothalamus, as well as some correlations to your genome.
Yeah, your hypothalamus, exactly. Your brain, bro. Your brain, right?
Part of your brain and your
Chemicals
genome.
in your fucking brain and how your brain works. The love you have for your mom, where is that from? That's from your heart, right?
Yeah, it's from it's gonna be from some type of like like authoritarian like parental structure.
Right,
Like time
exactly.
spent.
So, but it's almost like that love you have for your mom is so unwavering. It's like deep rooted in your heart, or AKA soul. It literally proves that you can love your mother on a
Right.
higher level
Right, now that's also just gonna come from the brain,
loving your
right?
girlfriend, right? Because it's coming from your
So
soul. It's coming from your biological.
wait, so if
being
that's the
being
case,
born for
no, so
next
actually like the
generation,
love that you have from your
wants.
mom comes from vasopressin, testosterone, and what's the third one? Let me pull it up. And serotonin.
So you're
So
gonna
the
okay,
love no
so
listen,
your
listen,
argument
listen.
is your
No, no,
argument.
so Mark,
So
what
your
you're
argument,
so I asked you to prove that God exists, and your way of proving that God exists is
yes.
because you love your
So now
mom
let
so
me finish,
much, and that must come
motherfucker.
from the spirit. Well, no, science shows that like emotional connections in a non-sexual sense come from vasopressin, testosterone, and and what's the fucking
Awesome.
third
So,
one?
I
No,
understand what you're saying.
no, we don't need
So
another third
awesome.
one. So it's
But no, we don't need
vasopressin,
the fucking third one.
testosterone, and then
I
the third
believe
one,
there's
and
three.
this is
I
what
believe
creates
that
that
there's
love for your
three.
mom.
I believe that there's three. But listen, so your argument is that the love you have for your mother is just fucking chemicals that you made up on your brain. I'm sorry, that makes you sound like a retard. Makes me sound like a genius. That's why it's opinionated. My
Wait,
opinion on this
wait, I'm so sorry.
is that
Wait, no, Mark, no. Here's like the problem. First of all, don't use slurs. And second of all, like, see, like,
yeah.
Mark,
I mean, you're
the
not
big
gonna
problem
violate my
is
First Amendment,
the
bro.
big problem is like, yeah. So like, scientific institutions back this idea, Mark. So we've actually been able to denote, we've been able to observe, we've been able to experiment on the release of chemicals within the brain, such as vasopressin and testosterone, in specific regards at specific times and specific frequencies, and how this would correlate to an emotional bond with another individual, right?
Okay, beautiful. Awesome. Like I
So like
said, I
science,
want you
we
to
have
know
science
that
to
we have
prove
to
it.
go
We have
back to
academics
why
to prove it.
gay
Yeah,
wrong.
where's the
You're
science or
asking a
academics to
question
prove that like it
that is
comes from a soul and that
asking,
must come from
where
God?
do you place gay on a morality scale? Do you place it over on the good, or do you place it over on evil? More to that way, right? You're
Ruby, I
asking, is
appreciate
it
that
wrong?
subscription.
Where
Yeah,
did
I
that
need to know like
moral?
why it's wrong, right, Mark?
Yes, bro. And my reason is because when you have sex for the sake of having sex instead of reproducing, morally that is wrong,
Yeah,
and
why?
that includes
How's that morally wrong?
heterosexuals. That includes
Wait, Mark, why is
heterosexuals.
that morally
But
wrong?
that's the thing. Heterosexuals have the ability.
Mark, hold up. Why is that morally wrong? Pineapple, I appreciate you for that Panther.
It's morally
pass.
wrong because you're coming from a place of lust. You're
Wait,
coming from a
so
negative
first of all,
emotion.
is it possible to come from a place of love when engaging in in homosexual intercourse? But then even if like we disregard that, why would lust be morally wrong?
Why would lust be morally wrong? It's one of the seven deadly sins. Well, it goes
Yeah,
back to
seven
the Bible,
deadly
but
sins of
I
who?
guess you're not,
Wait,
I
hold
guess
up.
you're not
Mark,
religious enough because
Mark,
which is the
seven
most
deadly sins
retarded
of
thing
who?
ever.
Mark,
Because
stop
the
talking.
best scientists that you want to
Stop,
quote
bro. Mark,
all
stop
believe
talking.
all believe in God.
Mark, stop yapping. Seven deadly sins of who? Now you can unmute and answer.
God bless everybody. Have a great night. You need God, brother. Bye.
Yeah, prove to me God exists and you're running. Yeah, see that, man. That's what happens, man. I mean, we gave him his first time out, and then he still couldn't answer the question. Like, prove to me God exists. Just like a quick recap for everyone watching. He tried to say that God exists because I love my mom. I think the seven deadly sins should be taken as objective moral fact because I love my mom. But womp womp, runner track star, Calvin, room temp IQ. Let's get our next guest in here. Kelsey, thank you so much for that subscription, man. What's up, Jojo? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? All right, Jojo's not around. Also, guys, if you haven't hit that follow button yet, hit that follow button. Thank you so much for that little crown pitch, Peter. Also, guys, consider joining my Discord. The link's in the bio. Linda, thank you so much for that subscription. If you're one of the other 4.4 thousand people watching and you want to hang out and chat and support me while you're doing it, consider dropping a subscription. It is $6, $5.99, and it supports me more than you know. Persephone, thank you so much for that heart, man. What's up, man? Do you think being gay is going to be wrong or immoral? What's
Yo,
up,
am
Sean?
I live right now?
Yeah, you are.
Oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't even know.
Okay, man. I'm going to go move on to the next guest here. Let's go ahead and see what Ross thinks here, guys. Thank you so much for that heart, me, Lizzie. Age, that guy was a minor. That guy was a minor, chat. That guy was a minor. What's up, Ross? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? All right. Or he just went on pause. We're going to go and get our next guest up. Yeah, there was literally crickets, unironically. Oh, let's go and get our next guest up here. Chat, let's go ahead and see what Louis has to say. Thank you so much for those hand arts.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'd like to ask you a few quick questions, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Do you think it's wrong to be gay?
Yes, that's why I joined.
Yeah. So why do you think it's wrong to be gay?
I'd like to ask you a few quick questions. Do you have a mother and a father figure?
Yeah, I do.
And has your father figure impacted you deeply in your life?
Yeah, he's a great man. Great guy.
He's a great man?
Yeah.
So, transgender couples who have kids, how do you think that it's affecting them mentally that they have no father figure in their life?
Yeah, so when I think of my father figure and his impact on my life, all we're talking about is like an authoritarian rule and like his specific actions, feelings, and like personality towards me. Like, I don't think like the reason he like impacted my life to the degree he did was because he had like a dick between his legs, or you know, like XY chromosomes, but more so because of like the individual that he was, right? And I think that like anyone could be an individual like he was, or provide, you know, like the environment that he did to me, irregardless of, you know, their genetic code or what's in between their legs. So, I mean, I hope that answers your question, right? But anyways, why do you think that being gay is wrong?
Well, I feel like I'm answering the question through what I'm saying right now. I feel like that it's important for children to have a mother and a father figure just based off how they're biologically different, you know, testosterone and estrogen. I feel like
Well,
it's
then why did the
important.
empirics disagree with you? Because when we look at the empirics, we see like similar outcomes as far as like well-being of the child, and you know, like continuance, like the continued development and like achievement within life, irregardless of it's a mom and a dad, or a dad and a dad, or a mom and a mom. Like that's just what the empirics say. So I
I'm sorry,
understand that.
who disagrees with me? Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
not too.
That's just like what the empirics say.
Who's that? I'm not too familiar with who that is.
Like we're looking at like studies being done on, you know, like the outcome of like same-sex couples and their kids compared to opposite-sex couples and their kids.
Oh, I actually have studies pulled up on my phone. I see in chat that they're saying that, oh, my dad was a dick, or oh, my dad didn't treat me right. Obviously, those are case-by-case scenarios, and sometimes
Yeah, so Louis, why is it wrong to be
transgender
gay?
couples and gay couples can treat their children better than, you know, opposite-sex couples. You know, there are those case-by-case scenarios,
So
but
yeah,
I think
if gay people don't have kids, is being gay
I
wrong?
was. Can I finish what I'm saying, sir?
Yeah. Also, everything's case by case, Louis.
I think in generally
Gosh,
speaking,
the
it's
galaxy.
important. I think it's important for children to have a mother and a father to raise them. I feel like
Yeah.
that's important for their development.
Yeah, substantiate that, because empirics show that development is not greatly impacted by that.
Okay.
Is he running? Is he running? No, wait, why did he run? Ryan, appreciate you for that rose. Guys, why did he win? Why did he run? All right, moving on to the next guest. I mean, he sounded like well articulated. He really did. I guess we're going to go ahead and get the next guest up here, guys. If we're enjoying the debates, make sure we're tippity-tapping away in that phone screen. Let's try to get it to 2 million likes, y'all. We are so close, chat. We are so close. Also, hit that follow button if you haven't already. Cash, thank you so much for that cap and for that galaxy, man. I really appreciate you. Also, consider subscribing, y'all. Consider subscribing. This Devin guy is not loading in here, so we're going to go and move on to the next. Let's go and get Dixon Cider up here, chat. He needed parental guidance, maybe a little bit. What's up, man? Do you think that being gay is going to be wrong or immoral?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, why?
Because you're a gay little cocksucking faggot, bitch.
Oh,
Fuck you.
you leave, you're emotional. If you leave, you're emotional. Everyone's going to laugh at you. Everyone is going to see you running from Dean fucking Withers. All I hear is an emotional man with a fragile ego getting mad and
Those
saying
lips are
slurs.
made for
Give me an
sucking
actual
dick, you
articulated
fucking
reason as to why
faggot.
it's wrong to be gay.
Fuck you,
All right,
bitch.
no. If you leave, you're emotional. Like Dixon. If you click on your profile picture, Dixon, I'm going to get this straight. If you click on your profile picture and click the leave button, everyone's going to laugh at you for leaving. Everyone. Literally everyone. So you're a sad, emotional man with a fragile ego that can't cope with the fact that you see me, Dean fucking Withers, standing up here, in advocation of like acceptance of the LGBTQ plus community, right? So now turn your brain on, man. Turn your brain on. Put your fucking thinking cap on. pull those big boy pants up and give me a well thought out, articulated, justified reason as to why it is not wrong to, or why it is wrong to be gay.
Your lips were made for sucking dick.
All right, man. All right. Stacey, I appreciate that subscription. Dixon. So there's strike one. There's strike one. A sad, emotional man. I want all 4.5 thousand people to realize the type of prejudice and the hatred towards LGBTQ plus individuals, right? This is a grand show of that. Ryan, I appreciate that subscription. Welcome to Sub-Only Chat. We are putting it on display tonight, chat. Dixon is our display, right? So when I unmute you, like, I understand that you don't like gay people. I understand that you have, you know, this prejudice towards gay people. So actually give us reasons as to why you have these prejudice. Actually justify why it is wrong or immoral to be gay. Dixon. Thank you. So go ahead and unmute, Dixon, and give us an actual reason why it's wrong to be gay. Marbles, thank you for that subscription. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Sub-Only Chat. Welcome in, Marbles. Come on, Dixon, unmute. Elliot, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to Sub-Only Chat, man. Good to see you again, Elliot. I appreciated you coming in here the other day and gifting. I do, Elliot. So Dixon, yes. So give me an actual reason why it's wrong or immoral to be gay.
Go fuck your dad's ass, you
Oh,
fucking
more
piss
emotional, man.
piece of
Dude,
fucking
Dixon,
shit.
stop being so emotional and give me a real
Fuck
reason
you,
why it's wrong to be gay.
faggot.
Bro,
Piece
more
of
slurs.
fucking-
No. Look, I like, the reason I shed sunlight on this is because I want it to be known to everyone how, like, far-reaching and extensive, like, this prejudice against gay people truly is. I appreciate that superpower. Like, you are
From
so mad about the fact you are such an
faggot.
emotional man. Bro, Dixon, give me a reason. Tell me why you don't like gay people.
Go fuck your dad, you
Yeah,
fucking
give me actual reason, Dixon. Come
Fuck
on.
you, bitch.
Oh yeah, you're so emotional. Go whine, Dixon. You're whining right now. Do you know that?
Whining? That's what you do with your fucking boyfriend, you fucking faggot.
Yeah, again, just more
Fuck
slurs
you.
and shit. He's just so angry, man. He's like literally so angry. Yeah, this comes from trauma, right? Is this trauma right here? Are you whining? Are you angry? Is your IQ above Kelvin room temp? Do you have like any actual like way to express like why you don't like people? Yeah, more
You
slurs. I'm
applaud
about to kick him because
homos
this
on
is crazy.
TikTok and fucking
Yeah, so
trolls and
Dixon, all right, so there's
shit.
going to be your second strike. All right, Dixon, calm down, all right? I need you to calm down, Dixon, and I need you to give me a reason as to why it is wrong to be gay. So see, when you sit here and you say, F you, F slur, Tom, I appreciate that subscription. First of all, I'm straight. First of all, I'm straight. I'm a straight man. So it's funny because, like, I'm a straight man. Not the use of the slurs, just the fact that you're using them against me specifically, right? And then the next part is that I've yet to hear a reason come out of your mouth. There's not been a single verb, a single tone, a string of confluent English that has left your mouth hole to justify your hatred against gay people. Again,
You're just a pansy little fucking
yeah,
bitch.
again.
That's all
here we
you
go.
are.
You know, you're so
fucking
emotional. You're
fat-
just still so emotional. Guys, he's so emotional about it. Look, I'm going to give you one last shot. If you do this again, Dixon, I'm going to shatter your ego, and then I'm going to kick you. Dixon sounds real emotional, for real, huh, Parker? All right? So, please, I'm going to give you one last chance. I appreciate those sunglasses. I'm going to give you one last chance. If you do not answer the question, I'm going to shatter your ego and kick you.
You just come on here and defend fags.
All right, there we go, Dixon. So here's my big problem with you, right? So you're sitting here across the screen from me using the most verbose slurs with the utmost hatred towards gay individuals that I've ever seen on this app. So when you sit here and just constantly whine and express your emotion and your disdain towards gay people, all you are showing me is the insecurity that exists within inside of you. You're saying, my name is Dixon, and I am such an insecure little fragile emotional man that does not know how to control my expression of what's inside of me. But what you do need to learn how to control is your intellect. You need to pick up a book, you need to fucking do some research, do some studying, gain some intellect, and take that fucking Kelvin room tip IQ, go over to that thermostat, give it a little wiggle, it may be a little hard, and fucking become smarter. I cannot believe that you are the sad result of some of the misled institutions that exist exist within society today. You are everything that we as society, Pineapple, appreciate that train, should be proactively straying away from. You are what should be left in the dust. You are the antithesis of an intellectual, brighter tomorrow. I want you to know, with like every fucking inch of my heart, that if it wasn't for you, if you didn't exist and people like you were not on this planet, the world would be a vastly better place. Now, take this all into consideration as you leave this live, leave my presence, and leave the 5.2 thousand people that just saw your fragileness, your emotions, and this toxic masculinity that is ever so sadly being perpetuated within society today. Have a good one, man. We're going to go and move on to the next guest. Sophia, I appreciate that Venmo so much. I appreciate that confetti. We're going to go ahead and move on here to the next guest. Let's go and get our next guest in here, y'all. Yeah, please seek help for real. I mean, man, I was just being honest. Just Duty, I appreciate that subscription. Welcome to Sub Only Chat. I appreciate you being here. What's up, man? Do you think it's like wrong or immoral to be gay?
Hey, this pertains nothing to your question.
I appreciate that, hand arts.
I think that you have a booger.
I don't have a booger on my nose.
I think you should look, dude. Like on your right nostril.
I don't have a booger on my nose.
All right, dude.
What was that? Yo, that made me so... I've never felt more self-conscious from anything that anyone has ever said on my life, ever. Dude. Wow. That was funny. What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Well, Dean, I guess my first question is, why are you choosing easy topics you can fool like level 1 Republicans on? How about we do something harder?
Yeah, man. Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? If you think that this is an easy topic, then show it's easy by telling me why it's wrong to be gay.
I actually agree with you on this topic. The issue is you're choosing an easy topic. Like, if you want to do the trans issue or abortion, then I could educate you.
Colin, I appreciate that subscription. Yeah, the only education that you're going to be handed out is red pill bullshit from PragerU. Join my Discord if you want to get shit on. Appreciate you coming up here, man. Matthew, I appreciate that $5. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and talk to our next guest. That guy was funny. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here. Let's go ahead and see what this guy has to say. I appreciate that, Cap. Thank you so much. We're going to be adding some new emotes, by the way. All right, what's up, man? Do you think it's like wrong or immoral to be gay? Apparently not. All right, we're going to go and move on to the next here. All right, let's go ahead and see what JXL has to say. What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yo, I know I sound like 5.
Yeah, you do.
I've got some pretty good reasons.
All right, how old are you?
So,
How old are you?
14. So
You basically are 5. I appreciate that, a mustache. You gotta be 18 to be on the TikTok lives, but I do appreciate you coming up, brother. No hate against you. That's just TikTok to us. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here. Appreciate those hand arts. First gift. That's crazy. All right, moving on here, guys. Moving on here. If you guys are enjoying the debates, make sure you hit that follow button. Alexis, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate you. Good to see you. What's up, Devin? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I ain't finna come on here and bash everyone like these past dudes have, because that's just wrong. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to be happy. But I'm just here to say, why do you not believe in God?
Yeah, because there exists no reasonable justification for the God. I appreciate those hand arts. Unfortunately, that's not what I'm here to talk about. But I do like talking about the God topic. I do debates on that. Just join my Discord. For real, Monica. Yo, Parker W, bro. Parker Dub's in the sub-only chat. This next guest is not loading up here. Also, once more, guys, we hit 100,000 followers today. I just wanted to thank you all for that. That was like a huge fucking landmark. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here. And I don't know what's going on with the guests. Also, tippity tap tap on that phone screen. There's over 5,000 people in here. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to get to like 2 million likes in like the next 10 minutes. We're so close, guys. Everyone tap 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 away. What's up, Ali? Do you think it's like wrong or moral to be gay?
No, I don't think it's wrong or immoral. I just
Unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition, but I do appreciate you for coming up here. That was so quick, Parker, bro. Dude, I remember when I was talking to you like over some vow like a week ago, being like, oh, like the next week or two I'll hit 100K. Dude, it's just crazy shit, man. All right, guys, we are struggling to get a guest in here. Just guys, give it a second. Give it a second here, guys. What's up, Joe? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yeah, because it's
Oh my god. I didn't kick him. He left. I want to put that out there. I did not kick him. He left. We're struggling to find a guess. Y'all just give it a second. Give it a second, guys. I didn't kick him. I swear to God. He just left. He said, yeah, stumbled over his words and dipped. Dude, you want to run up some fort? I'm so down to run up some fort tonight. All right, I guess it's not connecting. Let's go ahead and move on to the next here. Let's go ahead and see what this guy has to say. I appreciate those roses. Thank you so much, man. What's up, Giga? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yeah, I think it's kind of wrong.
Why?
Because, like, taking stuff in the ass, I don't know about that one, bro.
Yeah, why is that immoral?
I don't know. It doesn't feel right, you know?
Well, it probably doesn't
My
feel right
morals,
to you 'cause you're straight,
personally,
right?
to
Yeah,
me,
so
it just
now
doesn't feel
justify
right.
it. Yeah, so now justify that as being immoral. What's your reasoning?
You're spreading
Deborah,
your
appreciate
butt
that
cheeks open,
subscription.
bro.
Right,
That
and that
ju- it
probably,
just, it's not right, man.
yeah, this probably doesn't seem
Why
like
would you
appealing to
spread
you
open
because
your
you're straight.
butt cheeks, dude? Just, like,
Yeah, because
spread
you're
them
gay and you're
open, just let
attracted
them
to
go,
that. Because
like,
you're gay and
what?
you're attracted to that, but you're straight and you're not attracted to that. I mean, I could relate with you on that level. Like, it doesn't feel right to me either, but that's because, like, we're two straight men, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I don't know. So like that doesn't make it irrational because like interpersonal like notions of like rightness or wrongness or like in other words our intuitions will never grant any truth factor to like them standing as a moral fact. But I appreciate you for coming up, man. I think I don't know if he was really saying too many things. Let's go and get Landon up here, y'all. We're gonna go and move on to our next guest. Patrick, I appreciate that heart me. Thank you so much, man. I'm gonna get y'all a good debate. We just got to give it a minute here, chat. We just got to give it a minute here. Let's go and get Lewis up here. What's that, Lewis? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay? Lewis? All right, Lewis is not there. Guys, we are struggling. Guys, we are struggling to find a guest. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna continue to try here. We are going to continue to try. Let's go to get Josh up here. I appreciate those earths. Thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and take chat off of sub only for a little bit, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take chat off of sub only for a little bit. Appreciate all of my subscribers, and I love when the chat is on sub only. Yeah, we're still looking for a guest. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody.
$10, they will charge
What's up, man? Do you think that being gay is gonna be wrong or moral?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can't recreate if you're gay.
Is infertility immoral?
What?
Is infertility immoral? Also, 2 million likes. W, is infertility immoral?
No.
What does it say? Read it off.
Can
I know
you
it's
choose
backwards.
to be infertile though?
Nope. Can you choose to be gay?
Yeah.
Nope. Can you choose to be sexually aroused by me right now?
I'm definitely not.
You see what I mean? It's a choice to be gay, but you can't choose to be gay. That's contradictory.
But you can act on it though.
Oh, but you see the definition of gay is going to be same-sex attraction, and you can only act upon it if you hold same-sex attraction.
Okay, so you're ending a human species because you want to act on your impulse?
No, the impulse is what would end the human species. Like having same-sex attraction is what would if everyone was gay. Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna act like IVF and surrogacy just don't exist here for a second, right? We're just gonna act like IVF and surrogacy don't exist. So what is happening is that you cannot choose to be gay, and if you are gay, for the most part, you cannot like have any children, right? No reproduction, and it's gonna be the same case of infertility, right? So like what we see as being gay leads to no reproduction in the same sense that infertility leads to no reproduction. So you have what you have is a logical contradiction.
What?
You have a logical contradiction within your position.
I don't see the contradiction.
Yeah, because you're saying that being gay is bad because it leads to no kids. Yet infertility is not bad regardless of the fact that it leads to no
You
kids.
can't choose to be infertile.
Yeah, you can't choose to be gay.
Yeah, but you can choose to act on it.
Yeah, but no, you can't choose to be gay, right? And acting upon it, right? So if you act on it or if you don't act upon it, that is not going to change the fucking fact that no kids are going to come out of it, right?
No, it will because you can still have kids if you're gay.
Yeah, be IVF or surrogacy. Therefore, like this, they're not ending the human race. Therefore, your whole argument doesn't matter because you just said it yourself. They can still have kids. Sweet.
I mean, yeah, but by that logic, if you do one bad thing, that's okay because there's enough people doing good things to make sure the world doesn't end.
Right, and by that logic, you'd have to hold that consistently with infertility. Therefore, infertility would also be immoral. But yet you said it wasn't.
You can't use infertility.
Yeah, dude. How many times, dude? Is same-sex attraction a choice? Yes or no?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Answer the question, yes or no?
Sure, yes.
It is? Okay, can you choose to be sexually aroused by me right now?
I mean, if I tried to, probably.
Okay, so then you're just probably bi, because the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research and the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh, Massachusetts, and UCLA show us that being gay is caused by like variations in your genetic code or like variations in your brain, and like you can't choose
So you're
to
saying
change
gay
those
people
things.
are basically special needs? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying that they have differences from us, and if you equate that to special needs, well, then you're just like profoundly misled.
I mean, you're saying differences in DNA. That basically is what a special needs is, isn't it?
No, when we talk about disabilities and when we talk about special needs and when we talk about illnesses, we're talking about what is defined by institutions. The World Health Organization, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Medical Association, the Endocrine Society, the British Psychological Society, the Royal College of Psychiatrics, the Canadian Psychological Association, the Australian Psychological Society,
Listen, bro,
the European
just saying
Society for
big
Sexual
words
Medicine,
really quick is not
the
gonna
American
convince me.
Academy
You
of
gotta, like,
Pediatrics, the
slow down,
American
speak
College of
English.
Physicians, the American Academy of Family Physicians, the American Counseling Association, the American Public Health Association all do not deem being gay as a disability, special needs, or an illness.
So like the American Institute of Psychology, blah, blah, blah. You see what I mean? I don't understand what you're saying, bro. Slow it
Yeah,
down.
no institution,
Slow-
medicine, or science, and
in
not
English.
one medical Yeah. No institution, medical or science, psychology, sociology, or otherwise, or not one medical professional deems being gay is a mental illness, a disability, or special needs.
It does or does not deem it?
Not one does.
Okay, but it deems it as a defect in your DNA.
No, it's not a defect, it's a difference. This is the same ideology that was held
So,
by
in
white
other words,
supremacists.
it's
Bro,
not
I'm
normal.
still talking. Like this whole idea that it's a defect because it's a difference is like the same piss poor ideology that has been held by like YT supremacists for years. Did you know that it used to be considered a physical disability to like have black skin? Like the fact that like black people's color of skin was different from white people's was deemed as a defect. Yeah, no, newsflash for you, buddy. You're not the center of the world, and individuals who have similarities to you are not the center of the world either, right? So yeah, no, it's not a defect. It's just a difference, a natural variance in the condition of the human experience. Come on, bro. Think with your brain. Period, bro. Appreciate y'all. I see those W Deans. Yeah, you're on mute, Kareem. You gotta hop off mute. You're on mute, dude.
Yo, okay, I can hear me now, yeah. So what's your source on being black is called a defect in the past?
Yeah, so we could just look at the institutions and of themselves. I mean, like, do you want me to get you
Which
like, a specific
institutions,
one?
dog? You know like every institution in the world. Tell me.
Yeah, sure. Let's get a specific one for you. I appreciate
Sure,
that,
cool.
Love you, for spoons.
Bro's really typing this shit up.
Yeah, because you asked for an institution, right? Yeah, so like what we saw is that like some proponents of slavery and like YT supremacists like falsely claim that being black was a physical or like a moral defect as a part of like their ideological justifications for the institutions for
But
slavery.
I mean, that doesn't really make sense
Right.
because if it was a defect, it wouldn't be every single person like generation to generation, would it? But you can be completely straight and have a gay son. You can't have a white dad and a white mom and a black kid. So it doesn't really
Right.
correlate.
So yeah, can you have like two parents with gray hair, sorry, with like brown hair, then have a kid with red hair?
Yeah, but that's completely different. If you want to go
No,
into
actually, no, it's not.
genealogy-
Actually, no, it's not at all, right? So when we're talking about like variations of like the human experience, right? When we're talking about like the intricacies of like our genetic code or like our genetic makeup or like our evolutionary perspective on our neurobiology, like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When you say that shit, you like unironically don't have a single clue of what you're talking about, right?
I mean, you don't gotta cuss. You can just explain if you know.
Right. So like again, like not one institution deems it as a defect. Like it's like I just like here's what I don't understand. The only people that call it a defect or like a mental illness or any any of the above are people that are not listen, are people that are not medical professionals and people that do not work for institutions of medicine or science. And then to take this even one step further, not one institution, medicine or science, does deem it as a mental illness or defect.
Oh.
Oh wow, look at you guys emotional men. You guys are so emotional. The fact that I, Dean fucking Withers, am sitting here absolutely steamrolling over you and a fucking debate, just intellectually whipping the hell out of you guys. You emotional men just get so upset. You know what I mean? This was the same problem with like the last guest. You know what I mean? Like just Dean fucking obliterates them and they just get so mad. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, have a bad day, right? So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next guest here. I appreciate those roses and those cat paws. Yeah, bromotional men, dude. I wonder what's in the air. A lot of bromotional men today, chat. Oh, Logan, you're in here. What's going on, Logan? Bromotional men, I think I'm going to coin that.
Oh, can you hear me?
What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Now, I don't know if it's technically immoral, right? That's complicated. But in regards to sex itself, I think there's two categories of sex. You have sex for procreation, and then you have sex for pleasure. Now, straight sex can also derive from pleasure. However, when you're looking at gay sex, that's a complete...
Wait, straight sex does derive from pleasure. Appreciate you for the hat and mustache. It derives from pleasure and love.
Yeah, so straight sex can be pleasure and procreation. However, gay sex...
pleasure's involved in procreation.
Sure, they're intertwined. However, you can... I don't know if it's entirely possible to have sex without, just lust and pleasure for procreation. However, when you're having gay sex, that is a complete separation from procreation. That is completely deriving from lust. That's completely deriving from lust.
No, love isn't mutually. Love isn't mutually specific to procreation, right? So
I'm not saying that it's love
the
and
expression of
lust.
love within intercourse, can be viewed within homosexual relations. Those relations can be used as a form of a relationship builder, an expression of love, etc. Right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just saying that I don't believe that it's love and lust. I'm saying that when it's gay sex, it's
not procreation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right, so why is that wrong?
So hold on. When you're engaging in lust, primarily, so gay sex, it's exclusively lust. Sometimes it can be love, but when you're engaging in gay sex, that's primarily lust.
It's going to be just as much. No, it's going to be just as much of an expression of love as heterosexual intercourse is. The only difference is that one does not lead in reproduction.
So the end goal is not procreation.
Right.
And I'm saying that when you're acting from a place of lust, I would say that that's a lower form of consciousness than if you're enacting from procreation or love.
Well, actually, that's not true. And what do you even mean when you say that? And how does that make it immoral?
Well, would you not agree that when you're lusting over someone, that's not you at your best? That's not you at your highest?
Wait, dude, again, if you're calling it lust, no, dude, lust is quite literally just as possible in heterosexual relations as it is in homosexual relations.
I said that.
And love is just quite literally as possible in heterosexual relations as it is in homosexual relations.
And I agree. I said that as well.
Then if you agree on these points, then there's going to be no symmetry breaker because these things can be equally applied to all forms of relations. Therefore, if this is your argument for why being gay is wrong, you're effectively going to make heterosexuality wrong as well.
I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm saying that there's definitely something different between gay sex and straight sex.
And that's the ability to not reproduce.
And I'm saying also that when you are engaging in gay sex, it is almost exclusively acting from a place of lust.
No, that's not true. Again, we've already agreed that there's just as much lust in both forms of intercourse, and there's just as much love in both forms of intercourse. Therefore, when you now say it's exclusively lust, you're just contradicting what you agreed to 25 seconds ago.
You're saying that
you understand,
sex,
by you saying that, you're just contradicting what you agreed to 20 seconds ago?
So you're saying that straight sex can't be from a place of purely love and the idea of procreation, that it has to be lust.
Wait, no. Love, sex, regardless if it's two men or a man and a woman, can be from love or can be from lust.
I don't agree with that.
Wait, so you're saying that two gay men are incapable of being in love?
That's not what I said. And I've already agreed that
Wait, no, I think that two gay men are just as capable at being in love as a man and a woman would be, right?
Yes, I agree with that as well.
Right.
I said that
the only
as well.
difference is reproduction. But I don't think that reproduction has any necessary impacts on one's sexualization or sexual the sexualization of sex compared to just using it as an expression of love.
What I'm saying is that straight sex can be from a place. Oftentimes, yes, you are correct. Straight sex does come from a place of lust just as much as gay sex. I'm not saying that gay sex is wrong.
Wait, no, reproduction doesn't have any implications on love. You understand that, right? If that was
I
the case,
disagree.
then like
I disagree.
no, if that was the case, then things like abortion wouldn't exist. If that was the case, things like Plan B wouldn't exist. Condoms wouldn't exist. Like forms of birth control wouldn't exist. If that was the case, then there wouldn't be 1.2 million unwanted kids in the adoption center. If that was the case, William, I appreciate that $5. I mean, if that was the case, like the world wouldn't be the way it is. You know what I mean? No, like the only reason that some people have this convolution of the idea of lust compared to love is because Christianity says that lust is when you are not like being fruitful and multiplying, but that's not what lust is. Like being lustful towards someone is just like having this ideal towards them that has nothing to do with like an emotional connection, has nothing to do with legitimate feelings, and has all to do with the parts of their body. And I'm going to say that someone can be just as affixuated or affiliated by the parts of one's body or by like convoluted with like emotional feelings of love, irregardless of their sexual orientation.
Let me ask you this. Would you have sex in public?
Hell no.
Sex is a thing that we don't do in the open. We do it in, behind closed doors.
Right.
It's something that we don't hold to that same level as like eating or something
Right.
like that. It's something that is almost sacred or, something that we don't want to just engage with constantly.
I mean, it depends on the person, right? Some people want it a lot. Some people don't deem it as sacred.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. So when you're having sex, it is for either two things, procreation, or you're just doing it because you're in your base animalistic self.
No, not at all. It could be for wait, I'd almost say that like procreation is like what we see out of that base animalistic self. Like tell me this, right? When you say animalistic self, you're in reference to drawing similarities between animals. What is the one reason why we see animals engage in sex? Procreation, not love. Right? So I think like expressions of love within sex are not necessarily dependent or correlated on like reproduction at all.
Do you think when a dog dry humps a pillow, that's not lust?
I don't think that's lust. I don't think that's love. I think that is.
What do you think a dog's dry humping a pillow for?
Who knows? Dogs don't possess the same consciousness we do. I don't think that they have conscious intention. And how does any of this go to show that being gay is wrong?
I feel like that contradicts what you just said.
No, bro. No, dude. How does any of this show that being gay is wrong? I'm so confused.
I'm not arguing necessarily that it's immoral or wrong. I'm saying that it's acting from a lower consciousness than engaging in sex for the sole intention of procreation.
Wait, well, no, because animals of lower consciousness engage in it solely for reproduction.
Say that again.
So animals of lower consciousness engage in sex solely for reproduction.
And that's why I asked you, do you believe that a dog is dry humping a pillow or a stuffed animal from a place of procreation or love or
procreation, unironically, procreation.
I think that's lust.
No, dogs don't know what lust is.
Animalistic. How do you know that?
Yeah, because they don't possess like conscious intent. And lust.
How do you know that?
Intent.
A dog. That's to say that an animal doesn't have emotions.
Yeah, because when they look at how we know that in the mirror tests, they can't look in the mirror and like see themselves. Therefore, they do not possess a self-consciousness. Therefore, they have like a level 1 consciousness. Therefore, like less like they're humping a pillow because they're trying to like procreate with it, man.
I don't know. I think we'd have to agree to disagree with that.
No, because that's just like the scientific.
I don't believe
consensus.
that we actually understand consciousness to that degree.
Yeah, no, we don't understand consciousness to a high degree, but we do understand consciousness to that degree.
To say that an animal, say that you can differentiate in an animal between lust and love, or what the animal's intention is.
You can't. No, because animals don't have that. Like amoebas don't have lust or love, yet they procreate, right?
Sure, yeah.
Right. Well, so then that's procreation is going to be like the most animalistic, unconscious desire.
That's what I'm getting at. When you're engaging in sex, it's lust or procreation. And as humans, we have I wouldn't say it's a duty or an obligation, but we have this in us to where we want to aim towards a higher consciousness. And that higher consciousness is like, all right, we're going to engage in sex. We're not going to do it from a place of lust. We're not going to lust after every girl we see.
I mean, it depends. It depends on the Bible, man. I don't understand what your point is at all, though.
Well, I never said that being gay was wrong. That was my point. My point was just that it's acting from a different place. There's sex for procreation. There's sex for pleasure.
Maybe I agree with you to some extent. Maybe I'll redact my statements about some animals. Like I think that I was kind of overdrawing there when I was talking about the dog, right? I think that dogs can to some level feel emotions and shit, right?
Yeah.
But I think what I was really getting at was in correlation to the lowest level of consciousness that we observe within any type of animal, right? Like amoebas or other forms of organisms but yet the one thing that we do see them do is reproduce. So I think that reproduction is not going to be a trait of, animals that possess like a higher capacity for rationale or intellect, but mainly a trait that is possessed by animals of any degree of intellect. But this isn't really going anywhere, so I'm gonna
Hold on.
to
Let me say one more thing. Let me just say one more thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So the last thing I'll say is like when you're engaging in pleasure, there's this big problem these days with people having porn addictions. You don't want to succumb to
That has
pleasure
nothing
to
to
that
do
degree.
with love. Anyone could come to an addiction to sex, gay or not.
But to pleasure, you don't want to engage in pleasure to that maximum. When you're engaging in gay sex, that's purely pleasure.
Bro, and a
versus
straight man is just as
procreation.
capable of it. Stop. A straight man is just as
Have a
capable
good
of
one.
it.
It was a good.
Bro,
It was a good
no,
talk.
chill. No,
It was
a
a
gay
good
man.
talk. It was a
No,
good
a gay
talk.
man is just as capable
It was a good
as a straight
talk.
man. No, chill. No, a gay man is just as capable of like getting pleasure from sex as a straight man.
I
is.
agree. It was a good
Yeah,
talk.
so then yes or no. You just hold like an irrational prejudice against gay people, and you
No,
think
I
that
don't.
engaging in intercourse like without an action of like
I have an
intent for
irrational
reproduction-
prejudice against pleasure.
No. So here, sad boy, lost boy. Pleasure is going to be experienced just the same in cases of homosexual intercourse or heterosexual intercourse.
Yes, but one has a purpose and one does not.
Yeah, but that purpose is interpersonally defined, and you cannot objectively define a purpose for others.
Sure. I agree.
Yeah. And if you agree that you cannot define a purpose for others, then your entire argument just falls to fucking bits and pieces.
I suppose, but it was a good talk, man.
I mean, shit, if you're willing to admit that, great talk.
All right, have a good one, bro.
Yeah, you too, man. Ah, shit. I mean, he was able to admit that. He was able to admit that. He was able to admit that. Like, yeah, W. Waste of time a little bit. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest here, chat. We're going to do a few more debates for the night. And then we're going to go ahead and hop off for the night. Just because I think I want to run up some Fortnite with Parker and go get some dinner. It's 11. I haven't eaten yet today. And I also, oh shit. No, this is our last debate. This is the last debate. I have a speech tomorrow and I have a test tomorrow that I haven't studied for at all. Oh shit. No, this is our last debate. Then I need to get off, and study and like make a whole presentation. Yo, this is bad chat. This is our last one right here. Fuck, guys, fuck. Oh, I'm so worried. Oh, I'm so fucking worried. What's up, man? Do you think I'm gonna speed run through you. Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
I don't think it's wrong or moral, but what I do think is, I do think to a degree, according to the Bible, yes, it is wrong.
Yeah, what verse?
I can't necessarily name you a verse.
Leviticus,
but
Genesis, Romans, Corinthians, Timothy. Leviticus was directed towards the Israelites living 3,000 years ago. Genesis was, God destroyed the cities because of, grape and assault. Romans was a misinterpretation of Greek-Roman, culture and lexicon. And then Timothy and Corinthians was a mistranslation of the text. Anything else?
So here's what happened. So what I'm basically saying, I was in Italy a couple weeks ago, so I haven't been able to read my Bible and stuff like that, but you, in your other debates, I saw that you were saying about prove how the Bible is real. I'm not exactly sure what part it is, but it was a part where God was talking about his 7 bowls, and what was happening was the Euphrates was going to dry up, and as we're speaking, over the past 2 years, the Euphrates has been drying up.
How old are you?
Consistently. I'm 15.
Unfortunately, you got to be 18 to be on TikTok Lives, man, but I appreciate you for coming up here. All right, chat. Honestly, I was going to stay on until like 11:30 my time. But now came to mind that I have a presentation to do tomorrow and I have a test. Unfortunately, they shouldn't be like the hardest to study for, but now I'm absolutely sweating because I haven't done any studying for them. But hey guys, before you leave, I just want to put it out there. I do debates like these quite literally every single day. Please consider hitting the follow button. Every single day I come on live for hours and I do debates, and they're so fun. Mary, I appreciate the galaxy. Also, if you feel like you've taken something out of this, or possibly want to get to know me better, or just be a part of the community, I've actually been growing like a really tight knit community on Discord. So I highly recommend joining my Discord. The link is in the bio. Because honestly, like I just like ways where I can engage with you guys beyond just my face on your screen and then the chat scrolling really fast. Because if you can't tell from my debates, I really like talking to people, and I wish that I could just talk to all 4.2 thousand of you. And that's why I have my Discord, so I could at least talk to a small percentage of y'all that do join. I really appreciate everyone for all of the support today. Alexis, thank you. The support lately has been absolutely unfucking real. You guys have made my craziest dreams come true, and things just get crazier as the days pass. Unironically. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow with more debates. Good night, guys. Thank you for your support. Have a good night. Dean out. Oh, you guys are making me